Well, you guys ready?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Ready, dope.
All right, let's do it.
This is the 50,000 watt voice of the numbers guys in the Motor City.
And now, live from Studio 8B, it's time to BS with the guys.
Well, what is going on, Numbers Nation? Our numbskulls tones? Does that make numb skulls? Does that make sense?
I could dig that.
That's
I like
good.
that. I like
Yeah, we can go
numbskulls.
with that. Yeah, numbskulls. Our numbskulls. What's going on? I am JT. My name is Mr. Midwest. We are the numbers guys. And this show, Richie.
Yes, sir.
It's BS. You know what that stands for?
I don't.
It's it's not behind you. Normally it's behind you.
Oh, I'm
It's
sorry.
beer and sports.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Beer and sports.
Okay.
That's right. You got that, Tones?
I like,
Bear
I like
claws
that.
and
Take
scones.
notes on this.
I have,
today.
I have dirty combinations for that, but
I know you do. We don't.
I'll keep that to
This is
myself.
a kid-friendly show. It is. So listen, folks at home, if you're joining us live on YouTube, man, is it great to be with you. Please feel free to hop in the chat, say hello. And if you're watching us in syndication on BET Jazz, what's up, you cool cats? You guys ever,
Cool cats.
ever hear of BET Jazz?
No.
What's a
Is that a
defunct?
serious,
Cool cats and kittens.
That's the true. There's such thing.
Isn't that
There was.
Serious station?
the lady on Tiger King? Cool cats and kittens.
Oh,
or
cool
something.
cats and kittens. That's right. Yeah. Yeah, and if you're seeing us on replay on YouTube, thanks for checking us out. And either way, a like. That's a thumbs up. You guys know what that looks like that? Just hit that button. That's a like or a subscription if you're not already subscribed. That would be big league appreciated.
Or if you don't like us, give us a thumbs down.
Yeah, you can do that too.
We don't,
Everything counts. you
I
know?
don't like
mean, I-
negative feedback.
I can't imagine anyone not liking us. But if they didn't, then yeah, sure, a thumbs down. would be
Howard
appropriate.
Stern rule of radio. You know, they'll listen to you if they don't like you.
If you don't like
that's
it,
right.
Don't like it, keep it to yourself. Thank you.
Yeah.
Jeez, sensitive.
A new feature this week. Actually, it was last week, but I forgot to mention it because I was so tired that Saturday morning. If you want to send a text instead of chatting, you can actually send us a text, and we'll read that text live on the show. And if you want to be called, you want to be part of the conversation, we'll call you in. We can do that too. So you can be live on the numbers, guys.
It's like 97 ticket text.
It's actually, I think it's better than that because
Okay.
we're way cooler than Stoney and Wojo.
I would. Not me, not Wojo.
Legends.
So the number for that is TNGs and the numbers guys live, which we are, 007. So TNG live 007, which translates to 864-548-3007. So I will be checking the text.
Or
periodically.
864-548-3 James Bond.
Yeah. That's more memorable, isn't it? Yeah, I like James Bond. All right, folks, with me for the entire hour this week, we've got my boy, Tones.
Very exciting weekend in college coming up. Potential chaos. I don't see a scenario where there isn't some kind of pissed off fan base, 2 or 3. And my free prediction of the week, it'll be the most watched playoff seeding show on Sunday in history. That's my free prediction. I
I'd
can't
say
bet on it.
no
but
doubt.
Makes
That's a
sense.
free prediction.
Yeah, no doubt. Tones, you were obviously happy with the outcome of Saturday's game.
I think Michigan, is probably the safest seed going into the Final Four here. I would say the safest bet to make it, but we'll see what plans out.
For sure. Now, next to Tones, to his right, that's going to be your left if you're following along at home. Daryl is D-Dub / Daryl. He is at his kids' football banquet. So we had to really go to the streets and find somebody to replace him. So we found, he was here a couple weeks ago, amateur professional handicapper, Jarrell Petrie. What's going on, buddy?
What's up?
Thanks for joining us, man.
Yeah, it's fun to be here.
Oh, it's going to be a great time. In fact, this could be the best show that we've ever done. I have a really good, because we have so much going on. We have the college football championship games. Mm-hmm. We've got about 12 NFL games to talk about. We got so much to do tonight. It's going to be awesome.
Last bye week.
Yeah, it is. I think so. Yeah, I think you're right.
Oh, is it? Yeah, last bye. Okay.
Yeah.
Playoff stretch after this.
And to Jarrell's right, the man, just back from sunny South Carolina. We missed you dearly, pal. My buddy Richie.
That's good to be back. I feel like I missed like several episodes, but it's only been 1 week.
It's been 1 week, but we had a lot of episodes last week, didn't we?
Yeah, the first week of 2, right?
Yeah, none of which were on a Thursday.
Yeah, which is crazy.
Did your Cowboys gear come in time?
No, it did not.
Well,
Oh,
at least
you're
you got a
kidding
good
me.
game to go watch.
Nope, I just missed it. But great game. Lots of
Awesome
Cowboy
for you.
fans.
Yeah.
I'd say the stadium was at least 80% Cowboy fans, packed house. And football in the South, a little different, fellas. You go south of that Mason-Dixie line, it's a different game. I'd love to get down there for some college action because
It's life for them, right?
it's first of all, the city of Charlotte, beautiful. If the stadium was okay, but I mean, you could walk around a mile anyway, find a restaurant, a lot of park space. I mean, that section of the city was beautiful. It was a great spot for where they put that stadium. Tones, the first day I was down there, they had a buy 6, get 6 Peroni pack, and I only wanted 6, but I bought 6 for you, buddy.
I didn't think they had Peroni in the South.
They did, and
I thought it was only because of the
I
high
got it.
Italian concentration in Metro Detroit that we had.
We're spreading. We're spreading.
it was
out.
in the grocery store, believe it or not. I'm
Okay.
like, well, this is perfect. I only
Okay.
wanted 6, but then I'm going to buy 6 for Tom because I owned six beers for a lost bet, and got it all the way home. It was in my car, so I didn't want to leave it in the car till Thursday.
No.
Right.
So I was just gonna throw it in the garage because it's cold out. It's gonna stay cold. And wouldn't you know it, the bottom fell right out as soon as I got on my truck.
Oh, that
and
happens with those boxes all the time for me.
So I lost. I
I'm going to
still
give
owe
you
6.
A minus for effort, though, and I appreciate the
Peroni,
thought.
step your box up. That thing breaks all the time. on me.
Yeah.
It's
be
happened
I did
careful.
not know
multiple
that
times.
was a thing.
For me, it
four
is.
lost souls. I drank the other 2.
4 lost souls.
Speaking of football in the South,
That's right.
when you guys played football, what did you guys say when you got an interception? Like up here, most teams I was on said ice. Ice, ice. When your
For
team
interceptions?
intercepted it, what'd you guys yell?
Man, I'm so old. I don't
Never
know.
heard the term ice.
No,
You didn't
me
hear ice
neither.
or fire?
No.
I was like,
In the
"Fuck
South,
yeah."
in the South they say in the South it's aski.
Aski?
Yeah, that's what they say. I had a bunch of guys from the South on my
Aski.
college football team.
Okay.
Interesting.
They just started yelling aski.
Interesting.
Cool things they did.
Aski.
They did a pregame prayer. Mm-hmm. A little unique, and
Very
then
southern, sure.
See that in the South.
whereas Ford Field kind of brings out the veteran in the corner of the end zone, everybody stands up and cheers. Well, the veterans here parachuted in before the game,
That's
wow.
badass.
so yeah, that was pretty cool. That's how they started the game.
That's
was
really cool.
3 veterans parachuted, and then you clapped them coming in. That was really cool.
Yeah,
That's
that
super
is
cool.
I bet
Yeah.
you their scoring song is not as cool as the Lions, though.
It was
I didn't hear it because I don't think they've scored. So
That's true.
you guys, was this a meme or was this true? The flyover that the Michigan did was a spy plane?
Yeah.
I just heard that
Yeah,
driving.
well,
Is
in.
that true? Because that's awesome.
That is really cool.
That was
That's trolling
Yeah.
at its finest.
Yeah, that was high level.
Well done.
And so they did do it.
Yeah, there was.
I
It was a
love
spy.
that.
It was a spy plane.
Rich, I got to ask you too, because since
Go Blue.
we left off, was it Tuesday or the Thanksgiving show release?
Yes.
What was that guy fishing for in the ocean there?
Yeah, so I talked to him, and he catches almost. He says that's a hidden secret because it's kind of a private beach. So I don't even know if he's allowed to fish there or not. But he was there, and he flounder, big thing, lots of bass. He said they were here over the summer, and his buddy reeled in a 6-foot shark which is odd because he says they usually come in the middle in the morning or at night.
Okay.
Like
But
a
this was
black
the
tip?
middle of the day with people out. So they had to evacuate the whole beach.
Wow.
And no one even realized it, but when they got out, everybody could see a couple fins out there. So they're just really active that day.
Okay.
And and they're dangerous enough that they can start biting on you.
Oh, they black tip?
What's that?
Black tip shark?
I don't know what type of shark it is. Whatever is in the Myrtle Beach. He said 6 to 7 feet long, but enough to hurt you if they want to. If they're hungry enough, they'll come after you.
Yeah.
So
Little bite on the ankle there. Huh?
yeah, I didn't see him catch anything, but it was I was amazed at how much you could catch just reeling off the water there.
Right off the shoreline, yeah.
That's pretty crazy.
I didn't even know people did
I've
that.
seen some crazy stuff caught right there in Florida, too. Like,
Yeah.
it's scary. You're like, wow, it's just swimming right there.
Yeah.
He basically
lake
said,
could
if
be
you've been
gone.
in the ocean, you've been within a foot of a shark. He's like, they're just, most of the time, they don't bother you.
Well, that's
The first
reason
night it was
to not
out
get in
there.
the ocean, if you ask me.
I would want to think that, the whole
Yeah.
walking around there.
Man. Well, folks at home, I don't know if you know this or not, but we are the only show. I think we're the only show. We haven't done any research on this. We have no proof.
I
but
got people checking into it.
I think we're the only show. We're 4 friends. That's 4. 4 finance guys. Today there's 3. Jarrell, not a finance guy. It's okay, though. 4 lifelong sports friends. We get together every Thursday, and we drink a little beer, a little bit of beer, sometimes a lot of beer.
A couple two treat.
Talk a little sport. Talk a little sports. We BS a little. And we have plenty of BS tonight, guys. Let me tell you what we're going to do. We're going to start off. We're going to talk about the NCAA Conference Championship games. Those are coming up Friday and Saturday, right? We got those things going on. We're going to do, we had made back before the season started, with the numbers guys made some predictions for the college football playoffs. So we're going to talk about those and see how we did there. And then we're also going to make our updated predictions for the college football playoffs. We're going to do a little trivia. We have to determine who's going to buy the beer next week. We're going to check our standings from last week's top picks. We're going to do the whole NFL. We're going to try to do that in something like 30 minutes or so, about 12 games in 30 minutes, see if we can get through that. And, of course, we are going to go through our top picks. But the first thing we do to start every show off, we need to have a little bit of beer, talk about what kind of beer we're going to drink. We do that in a segment called Libation Exploration. Here we go.
Tasty beers or fine bourbons for our face holes to try. It's libation exploration with the numbers guys.
And we are back in Studio 8B. So today's beer, I had to buy the beer since everybody got that question right last week. What was that question? It was easy.
Bianca Batuka.
Yeah, Bianca Batuka.
Who had the most rushing yards in the Michigan
I would
State game.
have had that one right as well. So.
Bianca Batuka still got it?
He still holds the record. 313, was it?
What?
Yeah.
Over 300,
In
yeah.
1995.
313. Yeah, it was
Timmy.
313.
I used to pretend I was Tim Bianca Batuka playing backyard football.
You look a little different than him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know, I'm a little bigger, but it's all right.
By the way, I'm going to catch up here in some. We had some chat going on while I pour this. We have John Orlando, 3 of them from John Orlando,
Johnny boy.
saying JP Silk, and then giving you some touchdown hands.
All right.
We got Michael Castellana, Jarrell with
what's
some
up, Cass?
exclamation
I know
points
Mike
going on,
Castellana.
Cass.
Hey, Mike.
We have Lauren Younga, also known as Realtor Lauren. She says the Fisher was there all day.
He was.
He was.
Just not a lot of luck.
Oh, you didn't get nothing while you guys were there?
I didn't see him get anything. No, I was down there for 3 or 4 hours. So.
We got Brock B says, crank that.
Silk that.
There you go.
Okay. What's up, Brock?
Let's see. John Orlando saying, I love the ocean in Sunny Isles.
Yeah,
I see
he's-
sharks every day
He,
swimming.
he just made the move down there, him and his wife.
Down in Florida?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully I'll be
I
down
used
there
to
with you
live in
guys
Florida.
soon. I
All
like
right.
it down there.
So thank you guys for participating. Keep chiming in. We will keep reading what you're saying here. It's part of what I do. Part of my duties. Okay, so today's libation, we have, I'm going to cut this over to here. We have Leinenkugel's Juicy Peach. It's a mild, sour style beer that is brewed with light tart notes balanced with the refreshing sweet flavor of natural peaches. Juicy Peach is just tart enough to keep it interesting.
Tart
but
enough
not
or hard enough?
Tart.
Oh, sorry.
Or hard. I don't know. Is it hard enough to keep it interesting?
That's what she said.
Not overly sour. We haven't had too many of those recently. Where's that at?
That's what she
There you go. Not overly sour, giving you the thirst-quenching, easy-drinking flavor experience that can be enjoyed all year long. That's what the website says. It's low alcohol, 4.4, well, relatively low for this show, 4.4, and then IBUs of 10, so not very bitter. I've had this one ahead of time. So go ahead, Tones. What do you think?
I'm a big fan of Leinenkugel's lemon.
Summer shandy.
The summer shandy all summer. I'm drinking that. I like the orange too, and ginger. I've had that a few times. I like some burners, and that's got that kind of taste to it. I'm not a huge fan of peach flavored drinks or candies or anything like that. I like regular peaches, the fruit, but for some reason I'm not into flavored peach drinks or anything else like that. I would rate this behind those three if I was lining them up. I would probably get this like a 2.8 if I was scoring this.
I'm going to cut ahead here just real quick before we get to Jarrell to show everybody the head and the color there. It's pretty
healthy.
Yeah. That's
I was expecting it to be more a peach color.
yeah, it's really not. Nice. It looks
Especially
like
with
you
this
poured a
flavor.
Miller Lite or a Bud Light there.
It
Oh,
looks
you're
like
not
a
going
Bud
to see
Light.
the urinary doctor with that, though.
No, it's not too dark. Daryl would say that this is probably your kidneys are in good shape.
Not bad.
Yeah. Jarrell, what do you think of this?
I think you said a 2 is choke it down so you don't look like a bitch on the show. Is that what that is? Yeah.
That's a 2.
I'm not. I wouldn't drink it again. I'm not too into the fruity stuff, anyways. And it's it's really peachy. Like if I'm hot, like a hot summer day, and this thing's really cold, okay, I probably would enjoy it, but
I'll have one. Yeah,
I'm straight on a second one.
I'll trade it for a shandy though.
So
Okay.
yeah, the summer shandy I'll probably take over that too. That's more of my summer type. I'll give it a 2
Giving it a 2, Richie.
because it's not horrible. It's not. A
No,
1.
it's not Flint water. One's
No,
Flint
it's not
water.
Flint water. No.
I think we even drank Flint water on the show the one time. Nothing. Everything gets choked down here.
We have. In fact, I'll put these on for any new viewers. A 5 is I'm driving across town for this shit. 4 is I'd buy it with no hesitation. 3 is I wouldn't kick it out of bed. 2, I'll choke it down for the show so I don't look a puss. And 1 is a hard pass, nastier than Flint's water. Rico.
Yeah, so Leinenkugel's. I only like the summer shandy with everything I tried. Like they got that berry weiss. I think that's maybe one of the worst beers. ever produced.
I'm not a fan
I
of
don't
that.
like that.
I'm not a fan of that one.
Is that terrible? Which one did you see? Like the orange
The
tones?
orange one's really good. I think.
I don't like that one, but you know what? Slap my ass and send me down to Georgia for this. This is a 4.8. This is delicious. I love peaches, bitch. Come on.
Wow.
I don't disagree too much with you, Rich, but there's no way you can take this
Yeah,
over
you know
orange.
what? Give me the peach Jolly Ranchers. Give me
no,
peach everything flavored. This shit's awesome. Jimmy, you did a hell of a
Give
job
me the
here.
fuzzy
Thank
fruit and keep the
You
rest.
can have your
So-
fuzzy ass fruit. I'm going to drink it.
I don't mind a little fuzz. So here's what I'm going to say on this. I'm not a huge peach guy either. Believe it or not. I like peach rings. They're okay.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
wife does.
Peach
but-
trees, cool. Peach rings, but for some reason, this reminds me of like champagne or something. It's not that I don't get
it's
the
like,
peach.
I don't feel like I'm drinking a beer. Definitely.
No, I
That-
like
You
this.
know what? It does have a more champagne.
Yeah, I like this a lot. In fact, I'm going to give this a 4. I'm going to go
take
4
a
on this. It's dry. It's got like a dry taste to it. I would totally go with this again. So, folks at home, if you like anything,
I'm good.
it's not like a wheat beer either. It's I don't know. It's hard to explain what this tastes
Yeah,
like.
It's just fucking delicious, is all I got to say.
It's good. It is good.
Yeah, I mean, I think I was the only one, if you recall, I like the peach chi-chis.
That's right. You like
did
that.
like
There's
that.
probably some in the football
was
there.
right.
There's
that
our
was-
emergency Chi-Chi's football. There's going to
Is
be a
that what
peach
that's
margarita.
in
That was probably
Yeah,
my
okay.
least favorite Chi-Chi's too.
Whose?
The peach was my least favorite. Chi-Chi's.
Yes, it was. No one liked it. I did. I don't know. I guess I'm
Peach snob.
a peach fan.
What's Chi-Chi's?
You had
That's
one
the
last
thing you choked
last time
down
you were here.
before you left here.
Oh, that's what that was.
Yeah.
That was delicious.
I thought it was.
You didn't have the peach. I think you had the
Coconut. I love coconut.
coconut.
The
There
pina
you go.
colada one was good, right?
Oh, I think that's what I had.
Yeah, the pina colada.
Probably. Yeah. So
All right, gentlemen.
beautiful. Great start.
Yes.
Okay.
And by the way, Brock B says, "Go blue,
Go blue.
go blue."
Oh, I
Brock
wish
Bauer?
you guys. I'm not gonna give too much information, but Brock, that guy right there in the chat,
Yeah.
just recorded the coolest video I've ever seen at the Michigan game. Center field, ran right through Ohio State's team,
Oh, nice.
talking crap, and some other extracurricular activities we won't talk about. But the video's unbelievable. It's one of the coolest sports videos I've ever seen.
I'm gonna have to check
So
that
he's
out.
one of the first people to rush the field, and he did it right through Ohio State's team.
Oh, that is awesome.
Yeah, it is. It's
What
it's
is
an
it?
unbelievable
Hey,
video.
Brock, if you're listening, you got a YouTube, put it in the chat there. Or where, I don't know if it's on your Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, wherever you
I
might
got
have
it on my phone. I could send it. I don't know if he wants it out there though. It's
Oh,
a little.
okay.
If you want it to go viral, let us know.
Yeah.
If he sends it to Barstool, they're going nuts.
They'll
with
put it out
It's
there.
one of the
Okay.
best videos ever.
Because at least
Brock, that
50
was
people
awesome.
will see it here. I don't know what your definition of viral is, Brock, but at least 50 people.
Him
might
and his
see
brother are in the video, and it's unbelievable.
I got a Michigan question for you, Tony. What's the bet mean? BT. What's that slogan all about?
The bet that they were saying.
They were talking crap. They were giving all the crap that happened to Harbaugh. He just tweeted out bet.
Yeah.
Like, we're going to come and kill everyone.
Yeah, it's just
now
kind of
because you guys
like
are
a
doing this to us.
rallying cry.
Yeah, and then
kind of
everyone
thing,
started
so.
tweeting it.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
And that's the worst word a college athlete should probably ever tweet out, but
Exactly.
it went
Yeah,
viral.
so like Ohio State's like, okay, first they're cheating, now they're betting. So let's axe them here.
I
So,
knew we were going to handle them.
Yeah.
I like McCarthy.
Yeah, he'll get to
Better
jump.
hope you don't see them in the playoffs again.
I don't see any scenario that happens.
They got in there last year without winning the championship.
Yeah, there's too much in
Just
front
told
of
me
them.
That's one thing. How are they not, like we were talking about it, a little bit deserving, though? Like, they lost to Michigan.
Yeah.
Oh, in their house, though, right? Oh, no, that was in Michigan. Never mind.
Yeah, I don't know.
Should we transition right into?
No, speaking of college football, guys, that's something I was going to say. We have the NCAA conference championship games.
Yeah.
And we should probably talk about the Power 5 ones. We don't need to worry so much about MAC and AAC and so on and so forth. But the first game that I have here on the list, we have Oregon. Let me go this way. There we go. We have number 5 Oregon at number 3 Washington. That's going to be on Friday at 8 o'clock. This game has me puzzled, and I'm not the college guy that you guys are. I know the three of you are much more in tune with the college football than I am. But the Washington money line plus 285, and they're getting 9.5. They already beat Oregon once, right? 66. That's the
Yes.
total on that. What do you guys think on this? What's going on here? Tell them.
Yeah, I know it's tough to beat the same team twice, especially two really good teams like this. I just think Oregon's playing high level the last few weeks, much better. Most people think they should have won that game against Washington, that the better team did not win. But I think that spreads too much. We'll get into my bets later, but I think Oregon's going to win, but I would expect Washington to cover, keep it, within a touchdown or so. But I think Oregon's going to come out ahead on this one. But
Yeah, I'm with you, Tones. I have this in my bets as well. Washington covering the spread for sure, and I get why the line is what it is, and it's probably a trick. I mean, luring us in here to Washington, but you know what? They obviously can beat them. I don't care if they've been getting by. All you got to do is win in college football. It doesn't matter if you win by 3 or 30. And honestly, if I'm doing anything, I'm going to take the spread and the money line for the Huskies because that's going to pay out. And I don't really care if they win or lose. They can win, and you're going to get plus 300.
Yeah.
Why would you not take that?
Well, that's the thing. Like, Oregon, the last 5 weeks, Oregon's shown, wow, they can contend with anyone the way they're playing football right now. And I'm a huge Bucky fan. Bucky's a sick running back. If you guys watch Oregon football, awesome running back to watch. He's phenomenal. But Washington did beat them, and that 9.5 points is so much. Like, Washington's been playing on the down, but what have we seen 7-8 years of Bo Nix now? Like, we know what he can do. We know his maximum, and he definitely can lose games like this. He's good at losing games like this. So,
Well, between the two quarterbacks, they probably got 14 years.
what I did is my big parlays. I did Oregon money line, and I moved Washington to 14.5 just to be extra safe. I bought like the 5 points or whatever you can get, and I have 10.5 on some of them too.
Is Penix hurt? No. Is that?
Nah, he looked good. He's dropping dimes.
It's
I can't find out.
I mean, this is a de facto playoff game too. I would say.
Yeah,
I think
for sure.
Winner probably can get in.
Yeah.
Washington should be in for sure. Oregon deserves it.
Winner's in.
Yeah.
My book.
And if they do what Vegas thinks they're going to do, then they really deserve it.
Yeah.
So you guys would say that there's probably a better than 25% chance of Washington winning this game.
I think
absolutely.
so.
For
See,
sure.
and I've seen this. I'm gonna put this back up here.
I mean, those NFL, they have what, two NFL receivers on Washington, and Penix, who's going to the NFL. I mean, those three can beat anyone on any day. I mean, Caleb's doing it to these teams. Well, maybe not. He don't win that many big games. He don't win any big games, actually. He hasn't won a big game ever. He even lost to Tulane in the championship last year.
See, I've seen this as high as plus 305. I think it was a points bet. Washington money line plus 305, which would imply a 25% chance of them winning that game.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that just seems like the biggest no. I mean, Would they have a 40%
I would
chance
say
even? Yeah.
40 range.
So it should be around minus or plus 150?
Yeah.
Do you guys like moving it to
What are you doing here?
over the low 60s too? I moved it down to.
I think it's going to be a high scoring.
Yeah, I can't see how it's not.
Should be.
I think the last game was what? How many points? It was like
I
70.
think, was it 34-31 though? Because that would be 65, right? And then this is 66. 34 30.
Yeah.
That sticks in my head. It was either that or 37-34, but
Okay.
it's in that ballpark.
I thought it was over whatever it was last.
Yeah, it's right there.
Let's take
It's
a
a
look at
great
this
game.
one.
One of the best games of the year too.
We got this one's going to be on Saturday at noon. You got Oklahoma State 18 versus 7th ranked Texas. There's got some playoff implications here for sure.
$10 million to recruit Arch Manning. It was like $9 million to recruit him.
And he's gonna come to Michigan.
Is he the one playing?
I don't think so.
What's his face is in yours?
No, yours.
Yeah.
Yeah, then that's an easy Texas win.
Yeah, I don't know. I might like. I didn't pick this as one of my favorites, but I kind of was fiddling with that Cowboy taking the points. I mean, the easy pick in my head is Texas, but Oklahoma State has a hell of a running back. He really should be at the Heisman ceremony.
Is that Martinez?
I don't know, but I've seen him tear up 4 or 5 teams, and I should know his name, but I don't. And but every time I've watched him, he puts up 200 plus. I tell you what, he breaks off a couple large chunks play. You put Texas down 14 in a Big 12 championship. That gets interesting in a hurry
It's
with
Gordon.
pressure.
His name's Gordon.
Thanks. Yep.
Yeah, he is a stud. I know what you're talking about now.
I think he's well over 1,500 yards already with this game to go.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and if you can get 4 or 5 yards a carry and average close to that in a game, you can be in any game.
I might just throw a little on the Oklahoma State money line and then maybe bet Texas live when the line falls. Is maybe the strategy on
I
that
like
one.
that strategy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
490 on the money line there.
I just can't see it. I don't think they got enough talent to take that one down.
I think they'll keep it tight.
They beat Oklahoma, who beat
yeah.
Texas. So I mean, you
That's a
can't
good
tell me
point.
they don't have
Good point.
a chance in this game. And I don't remember Texas ever doing anything. You know, we're going to talk about it soon, but Texas was one of my playoff picks, so you'd think I'd be more.
You would be pushing
right,
for that.
right.
Yeah.
Sure.
I think the playoff committee wants. It would be easier for them if Texas lost because Texas is causing a lot
And
of issues.
stuff happens
Yeah.
when things like that.
Yeah, you got Bama that climbed the charts, the team they beat.
Yeah, Texas is the biggest wild card is going to cause issues, especially if Alabama wins.
I was
Yep.
thinking going into this week, Alabama's starting to become the scary team again because it relies on Milroe and what he can do. Oh, man. That was the biggest play, too, the touchdown by Bond, basically a Hail Mary.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I needed that more than anything. I had Bama on everything, so that was huge. But I think Bama was looking like the scary team until what Michigan just did to Ohio State. I think Michigan's ground game is going to do it.
They're the scary team.
Yeah, I just Roll Tide I thought was coming in, but we'll see what happens in that Georgia-Bama game.
Yeah.
Speaking of, you got 8 Bama versus 1 Georgia.
Yeah,
Yeah. Look at Georgia laying 6.
that's one of my picks this week.
Yeah. Any thoughts, Tom?
Georgia.
No,
I still think Georgia finds a way to win this game and simplify things in the playoff scene. So I think it's going to be tighter, but I still think Georgia's the better overall team and more consistent. So I think they will take care of business. But it'll be a good game. I'm going to be watching.
Yeah, and Bama could easily be a 3 or 4 loss team, but for some reason I like them to cover the 6 in this game. I mean, Georgia really hasn't been tested late outside maybe Missouri one game, and I think if they're going to have a hiccup, they have lost to Alabama before in this championship in the same scenario. So, I think I'm going to take the 6 and I'm really looking forward to this game. It's going to be a great Saturday.
I'm going Alabama money line. It's one of my picks this week too.
Okay.
I don't hate it.
You're voting for chaos.
I don't absolutely love Milroe, but when he plays good, that team's scary.
Yep.
And Bond is my guy. He's one of my favorite receivers in college this year. He's been making plays all year, so I'm going Roll Tide.
I think the mistake here is to let what you saw in the Iron Bowl affect your pick here. And Alabama just really they don't win there. They just don't win there for some reason. They pulled it out. So, that happens to me a lot. Like, I'll let the last victory or loss linger in my mind for the next bet. I think you got to let that go because I think these two teams are going to go hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because we're trying to eliminate that recency bias.
We were talking
if
about
we
that
can,
last time I was on the show, how that 70-point Miami It hurts your Denver thought, and then it hurts your Miami thought because
Sure.
you're like, well, Miami can do it.
As world
and Denver
leaders,
sucks.
Denver's done.
And it's been lingering me all year. Like
Yep.
I've now Denver's respectable now, and I've played them against them the last 3-4 weeks. Like, no, they can't do nothing,
And got burned.
and they got burned.
Oh, I've been on the Denver train for a couple weeks now. Yeah,
Good for you.
The Brinkos.
the Brinkos.
playing
How about in the
Coach,
big here? We
playing
got 16 Iowa versus 2 Michigan. I put all my money on Michigan money line here at minus
Man,
25.71.
go Blue, let's go.
Yeah, it should be good. I'll get $2 back, and then Michigan laying 22.
This is the only sure bet of the weekend. So Iowa will be lucky to score more than 3 points.
Yeah.
And
What
so
is that, Jim? If you put down $100, you win
Mich-
$2.57, or is it?
Yeah, it'd be $2.20, I think, right?
Michigan will take
What
care
are they
of business.
minus what?
Minus 2,000 to.
You got to lay 2,000 to win a Hondo.
The only way
I'm sorry,
Michigan loses.
25.71. Yeah, you're right, Rich.
The only way Michigan loses this is they have 6 turnovers in their own 25-yard line.
I
That's the
think
only way they lose.
the only way they don't cover this
Yeah.
is that honestly, I mean, yeah, Iowa's a great defense and blah blah blah, but Michigan's that upper tier offense where they're gonna still roll over 'em.
Yeah, I compare Penn State one was a 28-0 against
Yeah,
Iowa.
there you go. Yeah,
Defense is comparable. I think our offense is a notch better than Penn State.
Yeah.
So I mean, I can't see any scenario.
Whose
No.
offense is a better?
I like the
notch
cover.
better?
Michigan's and Penn State.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Iowa's.
Yeah,
No,
no.
that's better than nobody.
So I think Penn State's defense is comparable, and Michigan's got a little better offense. So I don't see any scenario. where they don't
22
take this.
points. Wow.
I mean, Iowa's lost 2
A lot.
games this year, 31-0 to Penn State, and 12-10 to Minnesota.
Yeah,
Big Ten West.
it's a joke.
Goodbye.
This is the worst.
Thank God this is the
That's
last
why
year
we
of the
need
Big Ten West.
USC and UCLA and some good teams
I'm just
coming
glad
in.
they're getting rid of it because I'm sick of the Big Ten West putting up a terrible team. I'm not gonna. I won't bet on principle, but if I were a betting man and I like the Wolverines, I don't see how they would
What's
smoke
the,
them.
what's
Good
the
teaser
next
bet. Good
year?
teaser team.
How many years before some team from the West makes it to the Big Ten championship game again?
Next, oh,
I'll put it at a decade plus. I mean, the only team
There'll
that
be
I
a
could-
Wisconsin or Iowa once in a
Wisconsin.
while. But
Well, one of those
I don't think
Pac-12
Iowa
teams.
ever.
yeah, I mean, like in the current constructed
current,
West,
right,
Like,
right.
when's the next time one of those teams are
teams,
going to be in
yeah.
the Big Ten championship game?
is
Might not be in our lifetime.
Wait, Michigan
Jones.
State's not in the West.
No, East. They're with Michigan. So
Which is some news. DJU from Oregon State. We
Yep.
just got their coach, Michigan State.
yep.
He just hit the transfer portal, or he's going to hit the transfer portal or declare for the NFL. Huge quarterback draft. If he stays another year, I think there's a high chance Michigan State lands him. I mean, it's his old head coach.
Old head coach,
You
sure.
could bring him over.
And
Yeah.
I would like that because I root for Michigan State. So
yeah.
Yeah, Michigan State dropping those
was a
three
good hire,
quarterbacks
too.
was not a loss. So start it over.
A lot of Sparty on this show. Not today. D-Dubs, he's a Sparty too.
I thought Mel
Richie.
Tucker was a panic hire and a bad hire.
Yeah.
I love what D'Antonio's done for all those years. I loved watching Michigan State football. Run the ball, play defense.
Yeah.
Just great football.
How do you call him a panic hire when they had to hire him in March?
Because, I mean,
Who else are they going to pick up at that time?
it's not a 10-year, $100 million or whatever deal it is.
Well, you got that because LSU was going to pick him up.
That's fine. Go to LSU and be a dork there. Get the hell out of
He went
Michigan
10-2
State.
before he got
And Colorado,
caught
too, right?
masturbating on the phone, which happens to the best of us.
It happened.
Yeah.
Happened to me just yesterday, actually.
That's not frowned
Didn't
upon.
cost you
Sorry, Mom.
Didn't cost you $100 million, though, did it?
No, it didn't. No.
That's not frowned
My
upon
mom's
in
like-
Baton Rouge, though. So.
That wasn't supposed to be a video call. Okay, so we got Louisville, 14. This is the ACC, by the way. Louisville ranked 14. Florida State ranked 4. This is another interesting one. Man, so much going on.
Interesting why, because Florida State doesn't have their starting
They
quarterback.
don't, right?
My guy.
Right. So do they get in if they win? I mean, right?
I don't think
should.
they win. I think they get carded.
I think Louisville knocks them out.
Louisville has the
makes it easy.
firepower. I don't know who this backup is, but he better be ready to put up 27, 30 points.
Florida
or
State looked
State's not.
very shaky against Florida without their QB.
And
yeah.
that Kentucky win's a good win. Kentucky's no chump. That's a tough team.
Yes.
I love their running back, too. But so their last win is a good win, but
I think they lost to Kentucky, actually.
yeah, I'm sorry, that's what I meant. But they battled with them. And I compare like Kentucky, FSU and Kentucky are kind of similar rosters, even though Coleman's a monster. And I've been on Jordan Travis since last year. I think he's one of my favorite quarterbacks in college.
He's awesome.
So he's a huge hit, but I just think talent-wise, I think FSU's got him. I think FSU's going to win just based on overall roster.
This is a big headache for the playoff committee, though, if Florida State wins. Very big headache.
Yeah, if they would have beat Kentucky, I would be taking Louisville in this game. But since they didn't take Kentucky, I'm gonna go Florida State. Just on pure, I think they got more talent, just a deeper roster. And Coleman, I mean, I love what they do. They get within 25 yards, and one of those 3 plays is guaranteed a fade to him, and he catches probably 70% of them. He's unbelievable.
Great receiver.
Yeah, hopefully he's a Lion next year.
Sparty.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's from Sparta. Yeah.
Yep.
So do you guys take Florida State 2.5?
I take Louisville money line.
I'm taking Louisville money line myself.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the money line.
You're taking Louisville money line?
I'm gonna do Florida State money line.
State.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Gotcha.
I always go until it gets to 3.5. If I can get 3.5, then I'll take the points. But everything under that, I money line usually.
Okay.
All right. And you know what? We did make some predictions. This was at the end of August, I think it was, August 31st. We had Dale Dub on the show for this, too, at that point in time. So here's what we came up with back then. Here's what we all said. Richie said Texas, possible. LSU, no.
Daniel's
Georgia, and the Ohio State University. Tone said Michigan, Bama, Georgia, USC, 3 of those, right? Potential. I said Texas, Michigan, Georgia, Bama.
You could get all 4.
I could theoretically get all 4.
That's possible.
DW said Bama, Georgia, Oregon, and Wisconsin.
Well,
So
the wheels came off there. Didn't they?
He could get 3.
yeah, it came off at Wisconsin.
He could get 3.
And our buddy Dale, he said Michigan, Georgia, Bama, and Clemson was his big.
Could get 3 too.
That was kind of his dark horse. So, what do we think now? Tones, what is your? Do you have a prediction here?
Again, I'll go back to Michigan. I think they're the only lock to get in right now as we sit here. I do think Georgia will take care of Alabama and knock them out. I think the winner of Oregon, Washington's going to get in, and I'm leaning towards Oregon for that. And then I would say Texas. No,
Okay.
that would be the 4 I think's going to make it. So if we're sitting here Sunday,
Yeah. Jarrell, you have a 4?
Michigan, obviously. I don't see. I think Georgia's still a lock to get in too. They could lose that game. I think they're still in. Just because the SEC, man. I mean, if you get this far, and that's why Alabama's going to get a lot of love too. Obviously, Alabama's a must-win to get in, but I think Michigan and Georgia are locks to get in, and then I'm going to stick with Washington, even though that's a crazy upset, according to ESPN. Because I think they can still win that game. And then the other one, it's such a toss-up. Like, I'm just not that big on Texas. I didn't even pick them in the beginning either. But if Oregon beats Washington, I think they're fully deserving of what they're showing. Because like I was saying, Herb Street said a lot of the guys in the committee go based on how you are now. So that hurts Florida State because of Travis.
right?
And Oregon is definitely showing these last 5-6 weeks. They're rolling teams. Like, they're hitting on all cylinders. And then you got a max veteran in Bo Nix. Like I said, this is his 7th year we watched him play football. He's been out there forever. So I think Oregon has a really good chance if they pull the win. I think the Oregon-Washington game, I think either one of those teams are in. That's what I was trying to get at.
One of them.
One of them two are in, and then
The complication of it is
Texas, Ohio State.
If Alabama wins,
That's the whole thing, Tom. That's exactly what I
that
was gonna say.
throws. That's chaos.
Yeah.
You have an issue there because Texas beat Bama.
Bama, a team that they're going to put in.
And then how do you drop Georgia out?
But Bama
I don't
right
know.
now isn't Bama when Texas beat them. So, like, right now, I think Bama gets the edge. I think.
I would give it to the conference champion. I don't know.
Now, if Bama,
Well, Bama has to win. We're saying if Bama wins.
if Bama beats
I know.
Georgia, is there possible
Like,
that
Texas is
they
a
take
conference
Bama
champion.
and Texas and dump Georgia? Is that a possibility?
I would say possible.
Georgia's been playing the worst football. No, well, Georgia's been playing a little bit down.
Could they
So
dump
they don't look as good as they started.
the two-time defending champs that
No,
lost
they
in a
can't.
playoff?
No,
I mean,
no.
in the SEC
No.
championship game.
So I think Alabama and Georgia's in.
That's a
automatic.
tough. That's a
I don't
tough
think
call.
so.
Not Alabama. I'm sorry. Georgia and Michigan are in. That's what I meant. Georgia and Michigan, I think, are in automatic.
Because
Unless
how
Bama
do you
rolls
take
them.
Georgia over Alabama? They just beat them head to head. You can't.
Well, you can put both them in though. They're the two best
You
teams in the
can,
country.
but then you're gonna leave Texas out. Who
Yeah.
beat Alabama.
I know.
No.
That's why this is hilarious.
Okay, so
that's why we need 12 teams, 16.
let's put a scenario: Alabama wins and then Oregon wins. Who gets the fourth spot?
Well,
Is
forget
it
the-
Oregon or Texas?
The Pac-10 is going to get in. They're going to get one. So I think you could just eliminate that part of it. Your question is if Bama wins.
Yeah.
Michigan's going to win. I agree there.
And then does Texas
Who do you-
or Oregon or
My
the
vote
winner
is
of the Pac-10?
Texas and Alabama should be there.
But if Florida State blows Louisville out, now they're in the talk again.
I say leave Florida State out. They got to back up. I've already seen
I agree.
they posted the lines against
Yeah.
Georgia. It was like minus 17.
Yeah, they're
Alabama's
double
minus 12.
digit underdogs to everybody.
But they're going to be undefeated
If I'm
and a
a-
conference champion with a big win. I'm saying if they blow Louisville out, they're going to be looked at.
They ain't going to blow them out.
They could.
I know it's the body of work though. It's like an undefeated season.
What
How
a
do you leave them
scenario
out?
we got. It is pretty cool.
That's a tough.
All I know is
yeah.
Michigan's in. That's all I care about.
Yeah.
I guess if they lose to Iowa, that could be something that could be concerned about.
That's
but
Now we're having a day.
That's not happening. That can't happen.
go blue.
There's no foreseeable situation.
I just hope Bama wins.
Wait,
and
if Michigan
becomes
loses,
fun.
what happens to them? They're
They
still
can't.
in.
They
They're still
can't.
in, right?
They can't.
I mean, I seen Appalachian State beat them.
I don't know. Oregon has
Anything
zero
can happen
offense.
any given Saturday.
Yeah.
All I'm going to do is I'm going to change my my one team. So I'm going to go Texas, Michigan, Georgia, Washington. So I'm going to get rid of Bama.
Yeah.
On my list.
I'm just gonna stick with my 3 that I had, and I'm
You
gonna
put
rotate
Washington in
out.
there too, yeah?
I'm gonna rotate
I'll go
out
Washington instead
LSU
of
for
Bama.
the Pac-10 champion, and I think I underrated the Pac-10 this year. They were way better than I thought.
And they never had anybody right in the playoff.
Washington did
Washington.
like 4 or 5 years
Why
ago.
I'm going to have a little curveball. So my answer would be it's going to be Michigan, Bama, Georgia, and Texas.
Michigan,
Georgia.
Georgia,
So
Bama.
Bama's going to beat
Florida
Georgia.
State's out.
Pack's
And then they're going to get
knocked out.
in, and they can't kick, like you said, Georgia the 2-time. They can't kick the 2-time.
But what if Washington's undefeated though?
Screw them. Oh, Washington over Texas. No, I'm assuming Washington's going to lose.
Well,
Yeah.
that's the problem.
But for my
if
picks, that's
Washington
how I'm
beat
going.
Oregon twice, how do you
Yeah.
keep them out? You
No,
can't.
if they win, they're in. I think if
Yeah.
they win, they're in. Washington can't be kicked out. They're 4 right now, right? 3. Yeah, Washington can't. If Washington wins this game, they're in.
Yeah.
Washington.
Because we're
is,
talking about Oregon being
if
in,
you
and they
beat-
just beat that team.
Yeah, if you beat Oregon twice,
Yeah.
you got to be
Yeah.
in.
Pac-10 winners then. Guaranteed. You heard it here first.
So mine's a little curveball though. I'm going with those 4.
Speaking of Washington, guys, we do have we have an NFL game tonight. And I forgot to say, if anybody has any top picks for the Seahawks versus the Cattlemen, now would be the time to do that. Not to shift gears to NFL, but did anybody was that
I
anybody's
didn't touch
top
it.
picks?
I might have. I know I got. Hold on.
I don't think you did, Jarrell.
I didn't take them plus 9.5.
I don't have a top pick, but I do like the under 47.5 just because the primetime unders have been hitting hard. But I just saw the Seahawks have their old school jerseys on, so
They may change it up, huh?
Uh-oh. By the
No,
way,
not
that's
really.
an 8:15. I believe it's 8:15 kickoff on Amazon Prime.
I am playing Seattle. I moved it to 10.5. Trends betting. They are really good off back-to-back losses, especially being an underdog. So it's kind of a Pete Carroll decision here. So I'm going with them tonight. I actually think they can win the game tonight.
NFL in 30 minutes, though. I know if no one has a
we'll
top
hit
pick,
that.
right?
Yeah, I don't have a top pick.
All right.
But that's going to lead into our next segment, which is we need to determine who's going to be buying the beer next week. And Jarrell, you're going to be playing on my behalf. We're going to do a little trivia.
Calling the masters of facts, the sultans of stats, the czars of knowledge that isn't learned in college. It's the Numbers Guys Trivia.
So the way this works, folks at home, is I give a trivia question, and whoever gets the answer wrong, if there's 2 right answers, 1 wrong answer, they got to buy the beer next week. If everybody gets it right, I got to buy the beer next week. If everybody gets it wrong, I got to buy the beer next week. Hence why I had to buy the beer this week, because the odds are stacked against me in this particular game. But it's one trivia question. I think this one is going to be relatively easy. And let's see what that is. We have, what stadium did the Seahawks first call their home? What stadium did the Seahawks first call their home? Ooh, yeah.
I got a weird one, but I
Ties shall Rochambeau, best out of 3, by the way. So if 2 of you guys get it wrong, you're going to be Rochambeauing, best out of 3.
First stadium.
Yeah, the first stadium the Seahawks played in. I thought this was going to be an easy one. So just write your answer down. We will reveal the answer
wrong.
later on,
I don't even have a.
before the end of the show. Sometimes I actually forget to do that. Rich typically reminds me.
I'm drawing a blank.
I don't know. I'm putting a guess down.
I think, now I don't know this. I think the Supersonics played there too. That wasn't even close, Rich.
No, that was wide right. Like
I got it.
That was Scott Norwood. Ooh.
Oh, through the crack.
Getting old. All right.
It's not coming to me.
Well, write anything down.
All right.
I cannot get this. Yeah. All right. We'll reveal the answers later on
Wild guess.
in the show. What do you say? Okay.
What you guys, Tones? The Hawk's
man.
Nest.
The
The Hawk's Nest. Okay. Awesome. So, like I said, we'll reveal the answer later on in the show. Next segment is it's one of Richie's traditionally his favorite segments. This is a little thing where we try to cover every NFL game in 30 minutes, and the way we do this is we put a timer on the screen so we can talk 2 minutes collectively, all of us together, 2 minutes about every NFL game, and we'll see if we can, get our first impressions here. See if we can come up with any picks. And this is called 30 minutes. We call that.
I'm D-Dub.
I am Tones.
I'm Richie. And in my neighborhood, we have a train that comes through. Woo-woo!
And I'm JT, the whole NFL, and possibly the ghost of Andy Rooney
Why are there patches on suit jackets?
in 30 minutes. You good?
Yeah, you're good.
I'm out.
Oh, geez, full frontal. Okay. Oh, we got UGTV in the chat right now. He says, "What up, Silk?"
Oh, Stevie Wonder. What's up, Steve?
He's blind.
No.
Oh, okay.
Different
Plays
I just
piano?
his name's Steve. I call him Stevie Wonder.
Oh,
That's
okay.
fair. That's fair. What's
He's
going on,
from New
Stevie?
York. We got people from New York in here.
Well, there's people all over the place. I like that.
Worldwide.
Okay. Mr. Worldwide, Mr. Midwest. That's why I get that. I got that name, like Pitbull, but more like a dachshund or something. Anyway, okay. So here we go. We have the first game. This is tonight's game. We got hey everyone. By the way, says UGTV. What's going on, Stevie? We got Seahawks at the Cowboys. The Cowboys minus 437 on the money line. The Seahawks plus 336. They're playing at AT&T minus 9. Cowboys laying at home. 47.5 is your total. Richie, you want to start us off here, buddy?
Yeah, this line is. I was talking about this earlier today. I think it's perfectly set. The Cowboys. I don't think they've beaten anybody with more than 4 wins. Tonight's their chance. They're on a roll. I just don't like that. I don't like that number. It's just too much for another playoff team. I think the Cowboys win this game, but I am not taking the 9. Like I said earlier, if anything, I'm gonna play. I'm just gonna take that under on that 47.5, just because it's just been on fire with prime times. But I can see your number looks a little higher, Jimmy. There, so it's probably a bad bet, but I gotta have something on the Cowboy game here.
Okay.
Well, that's one thing that's scary about these two teams. No matter how they've been playing, they're high-powered offenses. Like there's weapons everywhere on that field. So I know the trend too. I'm so tempted to say Seahawks money line because I really like the trend betting tonight on Seattle, but I'm just gonna take Seattle plus 9. And I moved it to 10.5 on all my bets.
Yeah, I'm kind of with Rich on this. The line, I think, is where it needs to be.
It is good stuff.
I think the boys win closer game than that, but I would go with the under too.
Oh, I'd like to throw in. I like Charbonnet touchdown tonight too.
Okay.
He's probably gonna touch the ball 20 times is my guess.
Michigan alumni.
Yeah, sure. And by the way, folks at home, that if you look on the screen where it says Midwest model lines, I make a line every week using betting data and also statistics. So I use this as a guide sometimes. My spread was directly on point at 9 and then 50.2. So it's slightly into the over, but I don't think I would take anything there. Okay, moving on. We got the Broncos at the Texans. Broncos at the Texans. You got the Texans minus 186 on the money line. The Broncos are the underdog here, plus 154. Texans are at home. They're laying 3.5. 47.5 is your total. What do you think, guys?
Boy, I would really like to jump on the Texans, but man, last week's game was, boy, that was great. I don't know if you guys saw that when he bonked it off the crossbar trying to get the tie or whatever it was. I don't know what it is about the Broncos, but Sean Payton, that guy was about to get ran out of the league for being a joke, and here we are. He's in playoff position. I don't know if the Broncos win, but I'm taking the +3.5 here for sure.
Real quick, I seen Ola from Tanzania. They don't say Ola, they say Mambo. So,
Yes.
Ibari Gioni.
That's Brown Boy in Africa, by the way. He's in the chat.
What's up? What's up?
That's do you say that Tanzania or do you say that Tanzania?
So we always say Tanzania, but they say Tanzania.
Okay, gotcha.
Tanzania.
All right, gotcha. What's going on, Brown Boy?
Brown boy, what's up? Mambo. That's how they say hello over there. Mambo.
Number 5 around here.
Yeah, number 5.
A
And
little
then,
Luke
and then
Vega
you
for
respond with Poa. I love how the introductions there go. Mambo
Poa.
and then Poa. Good. Poa.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I dig it.
Mambo's my favorite hello of all languages. I think it's
that's
the
a pretty
coolest.
good one.
Mambo.
I like that.
Brown boy in the chat. I like. I'm going Texans money line on this. The Bronco train I still haven't gotten on. I trust Sean Payton, and Javante's running good. They got weapons on offense, but Stroud's one of the best rookies we've ever seen. So I'm gonna go Texans money line on this one.
I like how the Broncos have been playing. I think they keep it tight within a field goal. I'll take the points. I'm not saying they're going to win, but they'll keep it within.
Yeah,
three.
that 3.5 makes sense.
Yep.
Yeah, and this one, I mean, my model comes to Texans should be laying 2.8, and they're laying 3.5, so that could be a play there on the Broncos, really. But man, my heart tells me it's enlarged, is what my heart actually says. It says leave this one. It says get help, is what my heart says. So. Yeah, stop eating so much shit. That's what my heart says.
Well, we got that game done talking a minute Tanzania.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, it's amazing what we can do without Daryl here. This is the most productive we've ever been. We got the Dolphins at the Commanders at the Commodes. The Commodes are the underdogs here at home, +340. There's a lot of home dogs this week, too, by the way. Commanders +349. The Dolphins -464 on the money line. Commodes, again, at home, getting 9.5 points, 49.5. That's going to be your total. What do you guys think?
I don't know. The Dolphins up north, call me crazy, but if I'm betting this game, I'm going to take the Commanders. I'm going to take that 9.5. I think it's going to be cold. I don't know what the weather will be, but it's going to be cold. And traditionally, that Dolphins offense does not like that cold weather. So I could see a Commanders hanging in late, but fading in the end here.
That's a tough place to go, but I'm just going to throw the deuces up.
Deuces.
Yeah, Tyreek's going to just destroy that defense. That defense is horrible. If they can put points up, we talked about it last time I was on the show, how they got 4 number 2 receivers and 4 number 2 running backs. So they are dangerous. What's his face has been putting up big numbers in fantasy at the quarterback spot.
The Civil War commander.
Sam Howell the third.
So Howell's been putting up numbers, but putting the deuces up.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I'm following with Rich. I think the Dolphins' offense not as good in cold weather, and I'll just take the under on this one.
Going to take the under. I would say, even though, again, my line comes to 8.1, 8.15, 8.2 for the Commanders. You know, the Dolphins are such bullies that I think that's the play. I think the Dolphins are just going to beat the shit out of these guys.
I think Achan's playing too this game, so that might boost him a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you get him in
I think
there.
he's finally back. We'll see, but Achan, the rookie running back that was balling in the beginning of the year.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Some people call him A-Chain.
Mostert's the fantasy guy of the year, man.
Yeah.
And we went into the drafts thinking, me and one of my good friends, Chase, he's the one that put me on to Mostert. He's the starting running back for a high-powered offense. Like, how are we not looking at him? He's in the 8th, 9th, 10th. Some drafts, he was at the very bottom of the board.
Yeah.
True.
So, once I got my team set and I was going for my next running back, I threw Mostert on there. I was so happy because
And you're
I got
reaping
him
the
in
rewards.
a lot of leagues. Yeah, he's balling.
More of a
Raheem.
catch-up guy myself, but I got you.
You also like Mayo with a quarterback for North Carolina.
I do like ketchup and mayo. Thousand
I do too.
Island,
Yeah.
as we talked about.
We've talked about this. It all comes full circle, Richie.
Negative.
There we go. Oh, by the way, Brown Boy in Africa, he says, read the comment above. I said Mambo.
Okay, I thought I saw
Number
Ola.
5. Okay, next on the docket today, we got the Colts at the Titans. This is pretty much a pick 'em here. You got the Titans -101, Colts -119. Titans, again, at home, they're getting a point. But I think you can shop this. I think you could probably go either way with that. 42.5 is your point total.
So Will Levis on the road 0-3, at home 2-0. If you're just looking at this game, you got to take the Colts, but I don't like these two teams to bet on. But if I'm betting, I'm going to take the Titans in this one because I think they're trying to push you to bet the Colts on purpose. And I'm going to see if Will the Thrill can keep his undefeated streak going. I'm going to take the Titans there.
Hey, Shaq's out in Indy too, and Derrick Henry. I love Derrick Henry when he has like a bad game or 2 in a row. Like he can't have 3 in a row. The guy's an avatar.
Taylor's out too this week.
And Taylor's out too, which
That's,
hurts to read. But yeah,
That's huge.
I like Titans money line, and I'm kind of leaning towards the under. Yeah, JT's spread says take under too, but he's thinking under with the spread. I think I'm just gonna go the Titans money line and Derrick Henry big day.
Yeah, in this matchup, I just lean towards the home team. In this scenario, it's a close matchup, but
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't bet it, but I would take the Titans if I were.
Well, if the Titans wear the Oilers jerseys again, and then you got to bet like half the mortgage on the Titans.
Yeah.
Just the jerseys alone.
Duran Bland got another touchdown. I'm just saying this because he's on the TV, but he got a 5th touchdown he scored
insane.
another one since last time I was on here. What an animal.
Good fantasy wide receivers don't score 5 in a year.
Yeah,
This
sure,
guy has 5
right.
touchdowns on defense.
How is he not a punt returner for them already? Like,
Oh, because they got Turbine.
yeah,
That guy's a
Turbine has
animal.
less touchdowns than he does.
Yeah, but he's got about twice as much speed.
Yeah.
That guy's the fastest guy I've ever seen.
Hey, but returning's about vision. You know that. I mean, speed's important, but vision's more important. That's why you get a lot of the slower receivers back there.
I'll take speed all day.
Yeah, I feel you.
This game, by the way, opened Indy plus
Dante
1.
Hall.
So it did flip.
Flipped. Okay.
I kind
what-
of
what'd
like
you
the
say?
Colts here. The Colts
Colts are
Titans.
minus 2.5.
No, they're Colts minus 1.
Trap, Jimmy.
1.5. I don't know. I kind of like Indy a little bit here. I actually have I have a small allocation to this game in my account, but it's on the top pick. I have Indy laying 1. So,
You know, I do want to say real quick that at the beginning of the year, I was, as Daryl's made fun of me, I was on the
he does that all the time.
I was on the Minshew wagon here.
You were, and you got a chance
Minshew.
for
And right now they're the 7th seed in the playoff.
yeah.
Unbelievable.
Who would have
Well,
thought?
I was saying that.
I can't believe they're hanging in there like they are this year. It's crazy.
I was saying that to people, like everyone's like, oh, like talking negative about the Colts, and it's like, okay, I understand Anthony Richardson's a weapon, and he's one of them home run hitters. Like how he's going to be comparable to Justin Fields, right?
Yeah, I would say so.
But
To start.
when he goes down, Minshew comes in, who's a veteran, who runs. He's a decent veteran. Like in a way, their offense will get more consistent and steady. I guess more consistent. So I was more on Indy actually with the injury because
I
all
was
the
too.
growing pains.
I was
Yeah.
too. And Taylor coming back helped a lot.
Yeah, he's been looking good
And Moss
too.
has been okay, and he'll be okay this week. But
He's a good plug and play this week if you need it back.
Taylor's been a monster. So
Yeah, what's he out? 3-4 weeks now, thumb surgery, right?
I don't know. But talking about tonight's game too, I forgot the running backs out for Walker's out.
Yeah, Walker's out. That's why I was saying
Yeah.
Charbonnet. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That spread moved 2.5 too. It opened at 7 and it closed at 9.5. Or it's
Just
right around
for the
9.5.
Cowboys?
So that's
With
a
Kenny
big spread
Walker out.
movement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about this one? This is because of the Stews Fest. You got the Cardinals at the Stillers. You got the Stillers minus 252. The Cardinals plus 205. The
You said it,
Stillers at
Jimmy.
home laying 5.5. 41 is your total here.
This is definitely nap fest time.
You don't want to watch Jake Browning dropping tutties out there?
Jake Browning.
No, that's Cincy.
You got the
Oh,
wrong.
that's Cincy. I got the wrong game. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
This is what's his face from
Murray.
Oklahoma.
Murray,
Kyler Murray. Yeah.
Yep.
who puts numbers up. He gets a lot of hate, but he puts numbers up.
He puts numbers up.
He's had over 20 in every fantasy game since he's been back too.
Yeah, I mean, they score 2 touchdowns a game, and somehow he gets them both every time. James Conner, the Terminator, is left out every time. I don't know. The Steelers are going to be the worst 8-3 team or 8-4 team I've ever seen in my life, but they're probably going to pull it out. But if I'm betting anything, I'll probably take the Cards 5.5. Otherwise, I'm out on this one.
This is my lock of the week, Steelers. I know I'm a homer for the Steelers, big Steelers guy, but I think it's time the offense finally puts it together. They came out of the bye, running the ball better. They got weapons, so obviously it relies on Kenny, but Freiermuth coming back was a big boost to that offense. They used, I think he had 10 catches or 11 catches, and that opens up your running game, your play action, and now you might finally see Deontay going down the sideline. So I just think this is the what do they call it? Not the wake up game, the coming out party for Steelers.
Coming out party.
Cardinals are a bad team. They're better than advertised. So, they can mess with teams. They beat Dallas, and Murray can make plays. But the Steelers defense is just so scary to me, and I love watching them play. So this is my lock of the week. Steelers minus 5.5. I'm pounding.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not.
Sounds-
I got
not
a
tou-
massive Steelers
I'm
money
not
line
touching
bet.
the spread, but I do think this is gonna be an underplay again.
Under feels right.
Yeah.
You're on the unders now, Tom.
I don't know.
I just
You
the
see-
Steelers offense is gonna pop. I
Hockey, I'm
promise.
an over guy, but NFL, I'm more of a.
You're more of an
I've had
under
some
guy.
under guys.
We were talking about Canada. What about that? The first game Canada's gone, they get 400 yards.
Matt Canada, guy's a
He was
legend.
gone, but they still put up 16 points. So what?
They put up 400 yards though finally for
I
the
heard
first
they
time in
put-
years.
I don't care about the Cardinals beating the Cowboys. The Cowboys went 1-15, and they beat the Super Bowl champions that year with their one win. So I mean, it's like,
Yeah.
NFL. It's a fluky league any
Crap-
week,
crap happens once in a
any
while.
week, any given Sunday.
They're gonna get Renegade going by sticks and just destroy Arizona. Forget about
News
it.
is out. You finally found it. Okay, so that was Renegade by Sticks, everybody. No, not subject to copyright. When
You
I
guys
sing
know
it.
about that, right? You guys know about the sticks thing in Pittsburgh? It's
no.
their song. So
okay.
anytime they need like this,
Like-
because it's like an upbeat song. It's not a football like go kill
No,
them song.
no, it's not.
So the Steelers, anytime they need a big play, I swear, every game I've been to, they play Renegade. And anyone I've ever asked, they agree with me. If you've been in the stadium, you're gonna see it.
They don't
and
do
agree.
black and yellow, black and yellow.
Yeah, they do that a lot, but when they need the play, the whole stadium gets electric. They play sticks, and then it's a turnover. It's a defensive touchdown. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen. It's the best hype-up song I've seen in all of sports. When Sticks goes on in Heinz Field, the Steelers make a play. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen.
I did not know that.
Yeah,
Better-
that's their song. So Sticks
pretty
Renegade is the Steelers.
Better than Mr.
Steelers fans.
Brightside at Michigan Stadium at the end of the third quarter.
No,
Not that good. By the way, on this one,
not
I'm
that
actually on the Steelers. I have that in the account. Steelers -5.5. I'm on that, and it helps that I'm looking at the right week from my notes now, so I'll be able to tell you who's quarterbacking and so forth. Okay, let's go ahead and look at Falcons at the Jets, the Jetropolitans. We got the Jets +125 at home. Falcons
Jets.
-149. Jets again getting home dog 2.5. 34 is your total.
yeah, give me the Riddler. I'm not betting on any freaking body that's left corpse that's quarterbacking the Jets.
Rodgers is practicing, right?
Yeah,
But he won't
if
be
he's
there.
walking out of the tunnel, I'll take the Jets. But
Yeah.
until he does,
That's not happening
the,
this week.
The guy that they have out there is worse than Zach Wilson. He's a guy that's been around. I think he was on the Lions a year
Oh
or two
man,
ago.
yeah, they showed some stats that were
Tim
like,
Boyle?
what?
Yeah.
His college record is like 1-13 or something. What was it? He's got
I
some
don't know how
hilarious
he's
stats.
lingering around. But
Didn't even make sense. Like,
Rodgers
Ka-
was,
Kaepernick
Rodgers was
can't get in the
vouching
league.
for him.
my
to come
career
in.
stats are better than his, and I didn't even play in the NFL.
I'm going to believe you without looking there, Jarrell. I'm taking the Falcons, if anything.
I'm against you. I like Jets actually money line. It's my second favorite pick of the week. I'm like, 'cause, you know, I do the lock and then the 3 picks, the 3 confidence. It's my first confidence pick. I actually think the Jets are going to destroy them. Atlanta does have a good run D, but I think Brees Hall will get it going, and that defense is for real. I really like the Jets D.
Yeah, good D.
And Atlanta's quarterback, he makes plays, but he also loses games.
The Riddler,
Yeah,
Desmond.
he's a playmaker,
he's a
and I
show
think he's going to be
favorite.
good. I think he's going to be a solid quarterback, but not yet. He's just not ready for the Jets D.
I think they win the division because the Lions going to take care of the Saints.
Yep.
I need the Saints too on my.
Not this weekend. All right, Falcons going to take this game.
You
They'll
like
win, they'll
Falcons
win
too?
by at least 3, so they'll cover.
Easy breezy.
Oh, did you guys see that? Speaking of Falcons,
Yeah.
Young Wei Koo. Wait, how do you say Young Wei Ho? How do you say his name?
I think it's Ho.
He is now the NFL leader in percentage. He just took Tucker. Tucker missed that field goal.
I don't
and now
believe that for a
How
second.
many years
Yes,
has he been in?
90% career, and Tucker
Yeah,
is
he did.
I saw
89.5.
the Ho miss one against the Lions this week.
Saw the hoe.
Yeah, he's number one in NFL history right
He
now.
seems like he misses a lot.
Yeah, but how many years has he been in the league?
Probably 5 or 6 now.
Okay, so he's still got a ways to go.
Yeah, that's going to be so hard to maintain it. 90%.
Can he kick
I
a
once slapped
67
the Ho.
yarder? Oh,
No
Jimmy.
way.
No, I'm talking to him. I ran into him at a bar one time. And on, not to get too far off here, so the Jets Falcons, let's talk about that. Finish this one up. I'm taking nothing. There you go. Pretty exciting. How about the Lions and the Saints? Lions and the Saints. Let me zoom in here. So we got Lions, Saints. This is going to be on Sunday, 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You got the Saints plus 167 at the, was it Caesars Superdome now? Lions minus 202. 4 home dog. Saints are getting it home. 47 points is your point total. By the way, Sean Kincaid, he says, I'm here for JP. He's not here for JT. He's here for JP. What's going on, Sean Kincaid?
What's up, Sean? That's my boy for a long time.
All right, what's
Very
going
long.
on,
Just
Sean?
seen him at the wedding, too, which was a lot of fun. One of our good friends just got married, so we had a blast a couple weeks ago. so that was
Congratulations to the newlyweds.
Yeah, they were
good.
doing
Yeah,
wedge.
I think he's watching, too. I think he told me he was going to tune in tonight, Derek. So congrats to you guys, too. That was an awesome wedding.
Yeah. Okay. Anybody?
I'm going Saints. I was thinking money line, but I think the Lions will hang around. For some reason, I don't know if you guys remember the playoff game years ago when the Saints put Here Kitty on the dome. It said Here Kitty on the top when we were going into New Orleans.
Oh, when Lions played there,
And
yeah.
I just can't get that whole freaking thing out of my head for years, and I just don't feel like the Lions are going to play good in
Drew
in the
Brees is not
Saints.
going to show up this weekend.
And the Green Bay game just pissed me off. So I'm a sour Lions fan right now. But I just think the Saints can get
You're
the
a
running game
sour
going.
puss, is what you're saying?
Pretty much. I just think the Saints. I think Kamara's a monster, and I think our run D isn't what people think it is. I know we were ranked up there, but I think our defense is overrated, and I think the Saints. They want to win, they need to win, and they're at home. It feels like a Saints win. I'm gonna go Saints +4.
If it's AK
I almost did money
2019,
line.
I'm listening, but AK is not what it used to be.
I mean,
I think Lions bounce
disagree.
back. I do like the over. I'll agree to disagree. I like the over a lot. I don't think the Saints have allowed under 17 points in the last 5 games or something crazy. Lions offense wins. I don't know about the spread. I like the Lions by 3, but that's about it. So
Lions money line. You're saying?
no, I'm gonna do money line. Well, yeah, I'll do money line if I'm betting at all. Sure.
I think about 10 days off for the Lions to regroup. I think they're going to work out the kinks here. I don't see them having 3 shaky games in a row. I think they're going to right the ship at least by a touchdown, Lions.
Also, remember, guys, we're playing 3 games in 12 days. Is it? We have 3 games in 12 days, so this is the second one.
I would do nothing here. I'm staying away from the Lions the rest of
Carr
the year.
seems like the perfect quarterback to.
You love Carr.
To give us a free
No,
win.
to let the
us win, yeah.
sacks.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Carr's the guy
quick
that...
note on the Lions. You see the Broncos game got moved to Saturday night.
I
yeah,
did see that. Yeah.
So another primetime
Yeah.
game in Detroit.
Saturday, 8:30.
That's what we needed. Carr's the kind of guy that puts up stats all the time, but doesn't do a fucking thing.
He had that one
You know
decent
what I mean?
season in the Raiders 2 years ago.
Yeah.
He looked good in the playoffs, too.
He's got some sweet receivers out there too. Like a lot
Sure.
of
Oh, Olave's a stud.
Thomas
Yeah.
is doing well
Olave.
this year.
Who's the speedy guy, the special teams guy that's becoming now? He's really good.
Oh yeah, the rookie. Shoot,
He's
I have him on
good.
a couple teams. I can't-
Shakir? No.
He's Rashid or something. Shaheen.
Rashid, yeah. That guy's
Yeah.
dangerous. Home run hitter.
He's a home runner. Yeah,
I like
he's-
Taysom Hill. He's my tight end that I didn't get a good tight end in the league. I've been plugging Taysom Hill. I got Ingram in most leagues late, but I love football players. Like the definition of a football player is Taysom Hill.
Sure.
And I love that guy. Like,
Yeah, big
coach,
dude.
what do you want me to do? Okay, let's
Likes
get
to
it
run.
done.
Sometimes he quarterbacks,
Yeah.
sometimes
Knocks
he's
them out.
TE.
Catch 7 balls.
Yeah.
Carry 6 and throw
Sure.
you a touchdown pass.
No, he's pretty bad.
Call it a day.
I'll give him that.
And he can hit. Like
That's a bright spot
he's not
for
a
the
fun guy to
Saints.
tackle at all. He's one of the bigger backs.
Let's move on here to the Chargers at the Pats. We got the Pats plus 208, Chargers minus 257. They're going to be in Foxborough. Again, another home dog. Patriots plus 6, 40.5. That's the total there. Anybody?
Yeah, I mean, my question is Tim Boyle or Mac Jones.
Junk and junk.
Exactly. Go ahead, Towns.
It's one of my bets. I picked. I got the Chargers to cover. I think they'll go in there and win by at least a TD. They got the offense. Pat's offense is in disarray. I think the Chargers could take care of business. They need a win, and I think they're going to get it.
Is Bosa down? Anyone know? I thought I saw
he's
Bosa
Is it
got hurt.
questionable? I don't know.
Khalil Mack looked good last week, though. I'm with you. I was thinking Chargers money line, but I think I'll lay the 6. I think the Chargers can beat them.
they got to win. They have to win.
Yeah.
They have to.
It's a big game.
They need what
Big
they
game for them.
the way they can win is fire Staley, and then they'll get back.
Yeah.
That guy is not the coach for them. They have so many weapons. Every year I'm like, Chargers are gonna ball, and then just sit here waiting for the Chargers to ball.
I'm not a big Staley fan, but he's just like one of those guys that like he's always close, but you're just gonna have to get rid of him to get over the hump.
If they
unfortunately.
go and steal Ben Johnson from us, I'll cry.
Yeah, somebody's going to.
Yeah, I think he's gone.
unfortunately.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Or Jim Harbaugh.
Do you guys know, are we getting Bailey Zappi or are we getting Mac Jones? There's going to be another Zach attack where you get half and half.
They
thought
need
it-
to go to Malik.
I thought it was Zappy.
I think I saw Zappi
Yeah,
is going
when
to be
we
the
were
guy.
today. I think.
Yeah, when we had Bite to Eat.
New
Yeah.
England was playing around with like scat packages and like quarterback rushing packages with that Malik Cunningham guy, and I want them to use him. I want to see it because he's an athlete. He's a freak athlete. He's like their
Why
third or
not?
fourth string quarterback.
Nothing to lose at this point.
Yeah, there's nothing exactly. That's why I want to see it.
I do have Chargers 5.5. I think I got them at in my account.
Yep.
I think that's probably a pretty good play. Also, Vinovich, the old referee. I can't say his name. He's a strong under guy. He's the one.
yeah.
It's his crew.
I keep
on this
forgetting to
one.
look at
Benonovich.
refs. That's a good
Benonovich.
point.
Bill,
Refs
yeah.
help.
It's
Yeah.
Bill, right?
Yes. Yep. So that would be a lean to the under, and my numbers also come to the under here. So I probably.
I actually just saw that video clip on the ref that they I forget his name, the NBA ref that he wasn't fixing games, but he was betting on a lot one
He was
thing
betting on the games he was roughing, though.
Yeah,
he
well,
wasn't
some.
fixing them.
But what he
Doesn't seem
said,
quite right.
what he said though
Tim
is,
something?
is he knew certain refs were reffing certain games versus like all the stats and stuff, and what the NBA wanted to go like television wise. And he said that was such an advantage for me because like certain refs, like under refs and over refs, versus certain guys that follow a lot. Like he's like he basically said I had a huge advantage because I knew. Based on knowing the refs too, like who's reffing each game. That's actually a good thing to start looking at. There's people that have spreadsheets on it too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Refs,
you want to pay attention.
Yeah,
refs make a big difference in football.
Anytime I see that dude, it's an under.
I like seeing Ed Hockley's jackass out there.
Keeping rough stats is about as exciting as wiping my ass.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
don't
exactly.
sell wiping your ass short, Rich.
I don't think I'm gonna pull them out, but
I'll tell you, it's about as exciting as
It's
this
something
next
I
one.
have to do, Jim, but I wouldn't say I enjoy it.
Right. We got this is a man. I just want to hate fuck this game. It's Panthers and
I
Buccaneers.
won't be watching this
Do you
one.
believe this? Nobody wants this game. Buccaneers 242. That's what they're minus. Panthers either get 197 on the money line. Man,
Guys, I'm going to
Buccaneers,
give you the full 2
5.5.
minutes on this one. If I'm
Yeah.
betting, I'll take the Bucks. That's it.
Yeah. I'm saying Panthers are dead.
Everyone's
animal.
leaving. Screw
Yeah.
this game.
Which I'm sorry, I didn't make the schedule.
But the
Nah.
one they got a new coach coming in, right?
That could be a bounce.
Betting-
Sometimes,
Yeah,
yeah.
you could get that.
sometimes
Betting-wise,
yeah,
too-
I don't know. That throws a wild card.
Late in the season, when you got these old for teams and these teams with one win, it's time to start taking the points. And like my experience tells me to take the Panthers here because they do have guys like Thielen and they have some weapons that can score. Bucks defense is kind of like they're off and on. They're pretty good. They're decent.
Yeah.
And the Panthers have been so bad. I just can't see how they can even cover. So I have to go Bucks minus 5.5, even though my instincts tell me to take the points right now. But I just feel like Baker's hit or miss, and they got so many weapons. And Rashad White's having a good year in fantasy too. That I just feel like they'll beat like on bad teams. Like Buccaneers are good enough to smash on bad teams. That's
yeah.
that's
And
why I'm looking at
Panthers,
that.
I don't know. They're just a disaster. I can't see how the Bucks can't at least cover the 6. You know.
Damn it! And they got the Bears the first pick. That's unbelievable.
Yeah. They
The
made
Bears
a-
should be selling Caleb for the farm though.
Yeah.
Worst team in football, Panthers.
Yeah.
I can't do anything with this.
No. Okay.
No, my line comes to Buccaneers laying 6. They're laying 5.5. Big deal. That's a
Right-
no
right
man's
That
there.
team
land.
would be in a little better spot if Miles Sanders showed up this year. If he
Yeah.
was like something,
Yeah.
that's
That
what
would
they
be,
need.
that would be a
That's what
deal.
they're missing.
Yep.
Chuba, what's his name? I was Chuba, their running back now. He's been looking better the last few weeks, and they've been checking down a lot to him. But
You know, my number on the totals here comes to 32.5
Wow.
on the Bucks or for the game, and it's at 37. So that would be an underplay.
17, 15?
Yeah, I would probably do that. Yeah, but again, not. I don't have any of these in the account. So let's move on while Rich is taking a leak to the Browns and the Rams. This is kind of another one I'm not at all interested in. We got the Rams minus 184, the Browns plus 153. You got the Rams. They're going to be at SoFi, laying 3.5. 40 is your total.
It's about the shittiest couple 4-30 games.
Yeah,
we're gonna
it's a
have.
rough-
This one's messing with me because
rough one.
I don't know Myles Garrett. I think he's hurt right now. And I was loving this game until I heard Myles Garrett news. The
Yeah.
Browns. The Browns defense is so scary.
Mm-hmm,
I like Kareem Hunt as a touchdown bet every week. He scores for them almost every week. But right now with Myles Garrett's injury in the air, I think I would just say Rams money line. I was all over the Browns until I heard that.
I
though.
I would take the under in this scenario.
It's PJ
Neither
Walker,
offense
right?
is not looking that
I
great.
don't know. Is it DTR or PJ Walker?
I thought the other guy was hurt.
Oh, PJ's coming in now?
Yeah, I think it's PJ. I think this is one of my picks because of that. I think the Rams are jumping right back into this playoff race at the last second.
Yeah.
They're going to make it interesting.
Yeah,
Like the
they
Rams.
could do that. Yeah.
Stafford, certified loser.
Yeah. No. I'll stay with the under.
Certified.
Super Bowl winner, though.
He's going to go down as the most losing quarterback in history if he plays 2 more years.
And a Hall of Famer.
He ain't going in the Hall of Fame. You're crazy.
yeah.
I'm so sick of hearing that.
Future bet.
No, Josh Allen has a better chance of being in the Hall of Fame than.
That's probably true.
Flag.
Oh, whoa, wait a minute. We threw a flag. There's a flag on the play.
I catch heat on Stafford like you guys wouldn't believe. He's not going to the Hall of Fame.
I wasn't a big fan of his.
He's
There
like,
is a challenge to the ruling on the field.
You got a challenge.
he's like 15 losses away from the most losing quarterback in history. Come on,
Settle
that's not
this,
going to the Hall of Fame.
But he played for the Lions for
Yeah, we'll
10
settle
years.
this in several years.
And Peyton Manning played for the Colts. I mean, he was the first overall
I'll
pick.
bet you a 12-pack of Peroni drill
What?
that Stafford gets in the Hall of Fame.
With the stiff bottom of the
I
cardboard box.
will throw an additional 50 on that
Preferably.
for you, free 50 if he gets in the Hall of Fame.
All right.
This one, Hussey's the ref.
There's no way.
His crew, and again, another under crew.
Yep.
I came right at the number, so
Under, baby.
yeah, go under. I'm with you
Jam
on that,
it.
Tones. And you got Rams 3.5. Rams, I haven't the lane too much, but I just think there's too many questions at quarterback. So I would probably go Rams here too.
Tones, can you change that? Prime.
Yeah.
I think
Oh,
so.
yeah.
All right, next up, this one's going to be probably the game of the week. 49ers at the Eagles.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Game of the
Eagles
year.
plus 125. 49ers minus 149. The Eagles at home, they're getting 3 against the 49ers, 47.5.
My lock of the week
That's
last
gonna
week
be
was the
your
Eagles.
total.
I took the Eagles over Chiefs. That was my lock of the week. It finished my week off wonderful.
Well,
Yeah.
they played the Bills, so.
Huh?
They played the Bills last week.
Yeah.
Or I'm talking about the Philly Chiefs game. That was a big one.
Yeah,
that was a
that was
Monday night
couple
Couple
weeks
week
ago.
finish. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good game.
I did Aaron Dolan's parlay. Did you guys do it? Bills plus 3.5. Josh Allen to throw a pick and Hurts to score a rushing touchdown. It was beautiful. It was plus 550 boosted.
Oh, wow.
Huh?
I posted
Nice.
on my Instagram. I tagged her. She liked it too. She was because like that was one of her first ones she's done for ESPN, and she's 1-0.
Oh, that's cool.
I liked it because I'm like Josh Allen is going to throw a pick usually.
Yeah,
I mean
all
it's
the
a high
time,
percent
most
chance
of the
right
time.
now,
Sure.
and the tush push happens pretty much every game, and then. I bet the Bills money line in that game, so I like the 3.5. So I took it plus 550. I won a
Oh,
little
Bills
bit of
money line hurt last
won a little
week,
bit of
didn't it?
money.
You know, I hate the Eagles with passion, but I have to respect how they're pulling off these games.
They're-
They're going against the
Crazy
best.
comebacks. Dude.
Their schedule is crazy insane, like, and they just keep winning somehow. After a while, it's like, as much as I hate Serrani's punchable face,
It is kind of
you know,
punchable.
you got to respect them. That being said, I think the 49ers are peaking and they get a revenge spot here, but I'm just done like hating on the Eagles. I mean, it'd be sad if they actually lost the Super Bowl this year because I think by far they're the best team. But anything can happen. It's just after a while you gotta give them respect though.
Yeah, I mean, good teams find ways to win, right? And they're talented everywhere. And I said it last time on the show. Right before that week is when they got Byard, who I think is one of the best safeties in the league.
Mm-hmm.
So that boosts them, and they might be signing Shaq. So like add that. But with all that said, I respect Philly. I think they're the best team, one of the best teams. But I think San Fran is the best team, and they've had this game circled all year. So I just think this is going to be a San Fran cover. I'm going to take San Fran -3.
Yeah, I think
They've had this game circled for.
Eagles stretch of clawing back is going to come to an
That's
end.
kinda
this
how I
week.
was thinking,
I
too.
think they're due.
Yeah.
49ers, I think, take care of business. Maybe win by 4 or 5. So
Roster-wise, they're so comparable. Their defenses are both stacked, got a lot of playmakers, and same thing on offense. So it's like a really even matched game. Hurts might be make Philly a little bit better if you really break it down, but
Yep.
I just San Fran circled this. They want this so bad.
yep.
I have 49ers in the account, 2.5. I have that. And then also, I'm going to go on the over here. My numbers came to 56.7.
Wow.
Wow.
Yes.
I'm
and
feeling it, though.
47.5.
So I think an overplay on this one. Yep.
I'm going to take an overplay
Okay.
as well. But I already do have the 49ers 2.5.
7
in the
touchdowns.
account. Yes, sir.
I kind of feel it too, though.
How about the Chiefs at the Packers? This is going to be Monday night, right? Packers plus 214, Chiefs minus 266. The Packers, they're in Lambeau, getting 6, 42.5. It's total. there.
This one's tough because Packers have been playing pretty darn tough the last few weeks, and at home, I think they gave Chiefs all they could handle in the cold weather. At Lambeau, I think the Chiefs win, but maybe by 3. So I'll take the Packers in the points. I want the Pack to lose for the sake of the Lions, but I think it'll be about 3-point win for the Chiefs, though.
Man, Dallas right down the field, 2nd and 10 at the 12 with the 11. And a touch. Oh, Ferguson. This is one of my favorite plays of the week. It's my top 4 play of the week. I think if you move Green Bay to 7.5, you should be fine. I think the Chiefs are out coaching teams. I don't think their roster is. I've been taking heat for this for a while. I've been saying that they're winning on Mahomes and their rosters aren't that good. They do got a decent O-line, but I think they're out coaching teams. And I just think they're overrated. And I love Mahomes. I think he's one of the greatest athletes I've ever seen. But my favorite play of the week, I'm actually taking the Packers money line. And I think you're safe if you move it to 7.5 and spend a little money on juice.
I think this is one of these games where we're kind of overrating the Packers a little bit. There's first down Dallas on the 1, maybe.
Here comes a Pollard.
I think it's Turpin that caught that one. But anyways, you know what? I know what you're saying about the cold weather tones, but you know what? The Chiefs playing really cold weather too. They got similar climates out there, so I don't think that's going to bother them. What I do agree with you, Jarrell, is that I think the wide receiving core might be the worst in the league. The defense is actually top 3, or it was number 1 last week.
Spagnola's been phenomenal.
Yeah, so the defense is solid. I think they get the love. I think he had just a great career day. I think he comes back down to earth, and I think the Chiefs win handily in this one.
And for the Michigan State fans, Jaden Reed is balling. Do they have a rookie wide receiver award? Right? They have one for every position, right?
Rookie offensive player of the year.
Oh, it's just offensive player?
Yeah.
Dang, he ain't going to probably get that, but he's if there was a receiver reward, he's got it.
He was
he's balling.
He was stuck on a terrible Spartan team, but he was also a guy that had like 3 punt returns called back last year.
Yeah, he's dangerous.
He's good.
Yeah, I like him, and he's peaking
up here. I'm going to say on this one, you got to be a little careful, Rich. I'm kind of with you. Like, don't put too much behind the Packers because of the way they've been playing lately. And I wouldn't, the Chiefs. I know they won big last week. I think it was, but I'm going to do nothing here. Just be careful.
If you're down like $100, just bet 100.
Yeah,
it'll be
all
even.
you got to do. How about the? This is Monday night, by the way. That was going to be on Sunday Night Football. This is Monday
night football. Never mind.
The
Don't bet
Bengals at the Jaguars. The Jaguars minus 398. Bengals plus 305. 8.5. The Jags are laying at home. 38 is your total against the Bengals. What do you guys think?
I'm going to chime in real quick. I mean, as long as that guy's quarterback, the Bengals aren't going anywhere. I think the spread looks right for Cincinnati. I would put it at closer to 10.5, 11. This being at Jacksonville.
Yeah.
I think the Jags need it more than the Bengals. I think the Bengals are sadly going to fade away and get a good pick next year. I got the Jags.
I keep getting burned by the Jags. Like even last week, they played Tennessee last week and they smashed them too. I think it was a 7-point spread. And they covered that, but I just like I like the Bengals' weapons. I think they play okay defense. Man, Trevor Lawrence is having a year, but I'm going to go Bengals plus 8.5. Right, that's the spread 8.5. I'm taking the Bengals plus 8.5. I got them in a parlay too with 10.5.
I like the Jags trending and Bengals, like I said, without Burrow. I think they're gonna kind of fold up shop there. And I got one of my picks. I got the Jags. I think they'll win by at least 10. So.
Yeah, now I'm going to say Jake Browning. I said him earlier, but yeah, I mean. On this one, I do actually have this in the account too. I have the Jags. I don't think I have them laying. I think I have them laying 7.
I got 8.5.
I remember. I think it was lower. It was lower than this for sure.
What you got?
They're really coming on.
Yeah.
I like what Doug Peterson's done. I think Trevor Lawrence is the best RPO quarterback I've ever seen. I mean, RPO hasn't been around that long, but the guy's the king of RPO. He really, in college, he really took off with it. And Doug Peterson's probably one of the better RPO coaches. And that's another reason why I went after, what's his face, the tight end. Ingram.
Yeah.
Doug Peterson loves tight ends, so I figured Ingram was a good late round pick this year in fantasy. So I really like what the Jags. I kind of like. I think the Jags and Lions are kind of similar in a way. They're building right. Our defense is active, so it gets like we can get turnovers, we'll get sacks, but we're not like that good. And I think the same thing with the Jags. Josh Allen gets in there and disrupts things. They got really 2 good D-ends, and I seen a really cool clip. In the NFL, they're starting to bring the D tackles now out over the tackles so they can open up these twists. And the Jacksonville is like dominating, getting plays off this with 4-man pressures versus 5 guys and stuff like that. So it was really cool. So they're really dialing stuff up there. That team might turn it on. And Lawrence was one of my bets for MVP this year. I actually bet on him to win MVP in the beginning of the year.
Yeah, he's solid. Yeah, he's solid.
But I'm still taking Bengals.
Before we get to our top picks here, I forgot to go over where we're at year to date, or actually lifetime to date. So here's where we are on our top picks. This includes not just football. This includes, we had some baseball and hockey and basketball in this as well. So Richie down 9.02 for lifetime. D-Dub, who's not here tonight, down 19.5 units. Tones, just barely in the red there.
I had a bad beat that would have given me positive.
Yeah, we got you positive. So you're just hanging about 1 unit negative. I am up 16.66. And for the group, we're down 12.84. NFL, our NFL top picks group up 15.14. Richie down 4. D-Dub down 6. Tones up 4. I'm up 21.5.
What percentage is that roughly that you're clipping at right now? Do you know?
For NFL,
Yeah.
I'd have to look at how many picks I made.
I mean, this is going to have to start being a paid-for show pretty soon.
Yeah. We got to have a phone line. You got to call in and pay for, right?
Sure.
Yeah, and if you like
Not
JT's
college,
picks,
though.
you get the rest of ours for free.
That's right. That's right. It's coming along. The Wings. I forgot to bet that.
You did
I
it?
No.
I gave a
took the
tip.
Wings.
Wings minus 1.5
I
in
did
the
that.
over, 4-1.
Yes, sir. I like it.
Damn it.
I took that right before showtime.
Yep. Looking good right now.
Damn it.
The Wings that must have the
chit-chat,
most
and I
losses
forgot.
by late game.
Late goals. Phil.
Tones, you're the only one positive for NCAA football, by the way. And D-Dub, he said I was sucking hind boob. Now he's sucking hind boob. How you like that, D-Dub? That's because I haven't put a pick in for NCAA in like 5 weeks, so I'm not moving.
Hey, about what you're good at.
Yeah, that's right. Stick with what works. All right. Now, I don't know where Jarrell went. Did he leave?
Probably a potty break.
I think you saw our picks.
Okay. He's going to grab a cocktail.
I'll take a peach.
I'll take,
Peach schnapps,
I don't
please.
think there's any more in there.
Oh, I'll take whatever then. I don't care.
any more
Sure.
Prony, or I'll take a Yingling?
These are the
I think I'm
top
first.
picks.
Am I first?
You
I
are
can roll 'em off while we're
first,
getting
buddy. Yeah, here you go.
thirsty
These
here.
are our top picks. Richie, you're up first.
I actually added a little more since you guys were making fun of me. I decided to.
You really went over. I actually, when I saw these, I texted Daryl. I said, "Run, Forest, dogs and elephants." I had no idea what that was. By the way,
Yeah, so the first pick, an Eskimo's favorite dog, as far as I know, is the Husky. So I'm taking the Huskies plus 9.5. I think you could die from typhoid on the Oregon Trail, which no one likes. So
That ticked me off when I was like 8 years old.
oh yeah, you know how many wagon wheels broke on my my voyage?
that was the only game. Every
I always chucked my wagon. So
Yeah,
good move. Yeah, the next one we got Alabama, Georgia. As we all know, Forrest Gump played for Alabama.
There we
yeah,
go.
just kept running.
He just kept running, and then for whatever reason, Alabama's mascot's an elephant. So we're gonna take it's dogs at elephants,
And GOP.
and that's right.
Which has nothing to do with anything. That's all right.
Salud.
I didn't put the line on here, but I think I got it was -6 or something like that.
Yeah, we'll just use whatever was on the show earlier.
Yeah, that's
It's
fine.
been floating around 6, yeah.
And then the next one, I'm taking Miami. That's not the Dolphins or Heat, Jim. Just want to be clarified since we've had some issues.
Appreciate you clarifying.
Oh yeah, the issues list.
And they're playing the Sprockets at Ford Field. And the Lions were nice enough to give me free tickets, so I'm taking a couple. Lauren's son and his friend, and they're going to go enjoy a free game at Ford Field. So
That's pretty cool.
we're taking moneyline Red Hawks here. I don't see why they can't beat Toledo. Give me the plus 260.
I like that.
All right.
You guys are Stevenson guys. You remember Lance Long? He didn't go to Stevenson, but he grew up there. Like he went to Jeanette and stuff. Do you guys remember Lance Long? He's younger than you.
I don't. I'm the only Stevenson guy here.
I remember
Oh,
Chuck
I thought
Long.
you were too.
No.
Oh, he.
I'm a tar.
I got to watch him in the Motor City Bowl at Ford Field. He was my receiver in high school, and he played for the Niners and Cardinals.
Okay.
Eisenhower receiver. I was just wondering if you knew him, but it was cool to go see the Motor City Bowl at Ford Field. It was
Yeah, that'd be pretty awesome.
a good experience. Yeah,
That's cool.
Sure. All right, Richo.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Here you
Seattle's
go.
off to the races.
Let's go.
Under is not looking
Oh,
good.
by the
Is
way,
that Metcalf?
for everyone that's paying attention, I didn't even tell you guys. I did a parlay.
Metcalf.
It's to win 100. It's to win what? It's close to 100 grand, but 50,000 of it, if it comes through, is getting shared between all of us and anyone that commented in the chat tonight.
Can we make it rain? Can we make
Yeah.
it rain in the strip club?
We can do whatever you guys want. I was gonna say we probably just take some of it and go to Vegas and then do a show there. So,
Why don't we just do a trip to Vegas?
so the first bet though, you guys, if everyone wants to
Yeah, you want to read these
follow
off
along?
real quick?
You want me to?
Yeah, sure.
No
Why not?
hesitation. Yeah, I wasn't picking or anything.
So we're starting off. Yeah, sorry. We'll do it. I'll read it off when I start my picks. I'll read it off when I start my picks.
We'll give Jarrell his
Go ahead.
45 minutes.
He
when
trains
he's
the
I gotta make up for Daryl too. Right?
other kids now. Who's
I mean,
that
I already
talking
add time, but
about? Somebody trains
no, go
somebody's
ahead.
kids.
Finish, and I'll do it on my. I'll
That's
do it on
Dobby.
my picks.
I'll read
nice
his in a
glitch.
second.
Okay.
Go ahead, Jarrell. Let's get this done. Do it.
Oh, okay. So tonight we need Seattle money line,
Okay.
Okay.
Washington plus 11 college,
All right.
Texas money line,
Okay.
Miami of Ohio. So I'm with Rich plus 11.5.
How many legs is this?
I think it's 17 or 18.
Guaranteed.
It's to win 100 G's, so
Okay, all
it's
right,
got to be
all right,
deep.
Let's do it. Okay, keep going.
UNLV to win,
Okay.
which should be a good game.
Sure.
Bama's a big dog we're going to be rooting for. I got them money line.
Wow. Okay.
App State plus 11.5.
Okay.
Okay.
SMU money line. They're 4-point dog.
I could like that. I like
Winnable
that.
game. Winnable game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Michigan money line. It didn't really help us, but I just wanted to have Michigan in there.
Okay.
Florida State money line. Winnable game. I think that's going to be a dog fight.
Sure.
Chargers money line. That's one of your picks.
Yep.
So Chargers, let's get them to win.
Yep.
Sure.
Then Seattle money line tonight. So Seattle's gonna have to pull the first upset for us. Dolphins money line, Jets money line. There's a dog. Saints money line. So if the Lions lose, it might help us out here. Saints money line, 4-point dog. Steelers money
How's that
line.
strip club sound now, Tom?
I know. And then it's Titans, Niners, Browns, and Packers.
I
So
mean,
Packers is another big dog for us, but
How much you bet on
a lot
this?
of dogs. It was only like maybe $1 or $2 to win 100 and something thousand.
So if this happens, though, we're gonna
50
split
grand
this.
comes to the numbers,
Then
guys.
I'm gonna go to a strip club and they have 17 legs around me.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
We're doing a 17-legger
I'll do it again.
for 17. What do you got? A 3-legged girl or something?
What about?
I think he's more.
Those
than
are
one.
in Asia.
Yeah.
I have a story about one of
it's gonna
those.
be
Yeah.
one
Go to
legged.
New Orleans, you might have 17.
Don't want
The
those.
Hangover. We come at the same time. It's beautiful.
When we see Tones in action, there might be some 3-leggers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it
have
might
a three-legger.
Might
I'll
be.
take a blowjob from anybody.
Oh.
So we got a Hail Mary out there. Actually, I don't even know. It's worse than a Hail Mary, but we got one out there for everyone. So anyone that commented tonight could win some money.
I'm keeping track. By the way, Big D is in the chat. He said Coach Long, coach at Chippewa, his senior year. It's my boy.
Okay.
And he said that he trains a lot of his kids now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You talking about Lance?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Lance still has a training business. Yeah, he trains and he's doing well. Good guy, really good guy.
There you go. Thanks for commenting there, Big D.
He's one of them guys that is the nicest human you'll ever meet. But when you get on the football field with him, he's a stone cold killer. Like
a
he
beast,
just
yeah.
goes from like
Flips the switch.
yes sir, yes to literally from 0 to 100. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen. He is one of the most dangerous players on a football field. He goes nuts, which is awesome.
Richie.
And we yield back to Richie.
Yeah.
Yes. The gentleman.
Let's go. 17 legs
The
around
gentleman
us.
from
Yeah, I don't have
Michigan.
anything
Gentleman from
exciting.
Tanzania.
Don't have 100K to share with everybody, but hey. Yeah, Seahawks. I'm going to stick with the under. I know it's 10-7-3, but the long way to go in this game. We'll see. Give me the Rams over the Little Brown Elves. I don't know how they have an elf on the center of their field, but they do. I don't know where that comes from.
Yeah.
Is that
And,
a Ram at home or is this just the?
Nah.
No, okay. You're just going with Rams. Okay.
Yeah. And we're going to take the Gold Miners over the Eagles, as we talked about earlier. Give me the 3. That's it.
All right, Richie.
I like the Niners.
I like a lot of those picks. Next to you, we're gonna go ahead and move ahead to Jarrell. Jarrell, we got about 20 minutes.
DK Metcalf, 22 miles per hour, fastest recorded time this year. Let's see. Yeah, I like SMU. I think that's a good championship game. I think that's a coin toss. So, like we were talking about last time I was on the show, look for value. I looked at the previous games. I haven't watched. I've been on Tulane a lot this year, so I know that they're a decent team. But SMU, I think, can win the game. I think they're actually a little bit better of a team, so I'm falling for the 4. I got them money lined. Washington, I think, they already beat them, and 9 points. There's not much to talk about here. I think 9 points is way too much in a championship game like this, and Penix is going to put they got 2 NFL receivers, and Penix, they're gonna put points on the board, so I think it's doable. And then Alabama money line. Nick Saban and the boys, they're hot. And if Jalen Milroe gets off to an early start, I think they could
give
pull this
fits.
off.
Yep.
And I kind of listening to what Rich said too. Like, don't let that Auburn game fool you, because they basically lost to Auburn. A Hail Mary at the end basically is what they hit, which was the biggest play of the year for me. Like, I had my biggest gambling week last week, and it was all because of that catch by Bond. I think talent-wise, they're very similar, and I think Bama can do it, and I think Bama wants it. I think Bama's gotten hot, and they're playing like they want it. So I like the Bama money line here to get some units. Jets money line is one of my favorite picks of the week. I just think their defense is too much for the Falcons. I don't think, even though the Jets' run D isn't rated so good, I love both their linebackers. They're pretty good. The two brothers from up the middle. I just think they're a really good defense. And Sauce and Ritter on the road. He just makes mistakes. He's a playmaker, but he makes mistakes. And Bijan hasn't really been doing much anyway. So I just think the Jets want to win. I think the NFL wants the Jets to win so they could get some Aaron Rodgers time. So I think this is one of those winnable games that they should take. Niners, we talked about it earlier. They had them circled since the playoffs last year. I believe they would have beat the Eagles they were looking fine with Josh Johnson even. And I just think that's one of those games where the Niners are going to come out pissed off and ready to go. And like you were saying earlier, I think it's time. The Eagles have been scrapping these out, and now they got a real opponent. And so I just think the Niners want this one. That's all. I'm just going off want, really, because I think they're very, very, very similar teams. Very coach similar. Niners might have a little bit better play calling, but very similar rosters. It's just going on want. And then the Packers is my sneaky play of the week. I'm money lining them. I got them in a bunch of money lines. The Sharps are on the Packers. The Trends are on the Packers side. They've been trending up. I think Jair is playing, who I think is one of the upper echelon DBs. And the Chiefs, it's going to be cold. The Chiefs can't catch anyways. Rice showed a little bit last week, but the Chiefs they just can't catch. How can you make plays? Mahomes is your best player, and you can't make plays if you can't throw the ball down the field. So I just think Green Bay does enough, and maybe we'll get a breakout party of Aaron Jones finally because he's a stud. So that's my real sneaky play of the week is the Packers. It's one of my top fours when I do my picks every week, too.
All right.
I like the Packers with the spread. I'm money lining them.
Okay. Much love on those. I think there's some value there on the money line. Tones,
some value out
you
there.
were up next, my man.
CD.
I might have him in the same game parlay.
So, as we've been saying, Washington already beat Oregon, and 9.5 is just too much.
Mm-hmm.
But I did pair it with the over. I think it's going to be a slugfest shootout. I like the plus 244.
I'm going to leave this on the screen. What the fuck is that next one? There's not even enough room there.
So
the over is what, 66?
Yeah, I got 65.5 on there.
Okay.
So I got last week I had a horrible bad beat on the Michigan game. I had a plus 450 parlay. I lost it by 2 yards on Corum.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, actually, like 1.5 basically yards. I lost a plus 450. So I had to come back stronger for my viewers.
Triple action.
And I'm going to reward you greatly for this. I think Michigan, it's going to be a grind out, nothing fancy offense. They're just going to run, control the line, and they're going to have the ball for at least 40 minutes, maybe 45 minutes of total time because Iowa's going to be 3 and out almost every drive. And I think Corum's going to get 25 to 30 touches. And every goal line they jam at home with Corum. I can see him getting 2 touchdowns, get 100 yards. Loveland last week had 80-some yards. He was Michigan's leading receiver.
Yeah.
So I like the over 39.5. And Roman Wilson, awesome. I think he could easily get over to 42.
I like this
Package
one.
that all together.
1280.
Plus a 1280. So,
yeah. Wow.
I'm going to bet that myself.
0.8 to 1.
I think the Iowa defensive stats are going to mess with some people.
Yeah.
But when you look at the two teams, like Michigan's in tier 1 by far, and Iowa might be a tier 2 team. So I just think when it comes down to like them trying to stop Michigan's offense, it can't happen.
It just
won't happen
because Michigan has a good defense to go along with it. They're going to get the ball back over and over and over again.
Yeah,
so,
I always say that you got to play the big teams 4 quarters, and that's just so hard to do.
And then I think Louisville's going to do the playoff committee a solid and make their life a little easier. And I think they're going to. Florida State looked shaky without their starting QB. And I think they'll take care of business. And I got them on the money line, plus 112.
Taking care of business.
And then flipping over to the NFL, Home teams, I like to add something extra. I think the Lions are going to regroup, come out, win. Montgomery, they're going to be running it. And I think he'll easily get 80 yards. I like the plus 1.
I take Montgomery touchdown every week.
Yeah.
Every single
Is
week.
his foot okay?
Yeah, he's out. They upgraded him to healthy.
Okay.
There hasn't been a week that I haven't bet the Montgomery touchdown.
Why not?
I heard
I
he
put it
rubbed
in
it
every
out.
single week.
Foreman Montgomery.
Yeah.
He rubbed it out, Jimmy. He's okay.
He rubbed it out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's for after the show. I do that.
I did hit a similar Michigan parlay. I took Roman, Corum, Michigan, and the over/under, whatever one hit. I forget, but I hit the 4-teamer with some odds. That was cool.
I was almost going to touch the over on the Michigan game, but 35. I just don't know if Iowa's going to score anything.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
Michigan
I
will
don't see
get
them scoring.
28 at
Yeah.
least. I don't know if Iowa's going to score anything. So, and then where am I at? Chargers, like mentioned earlier, I think they'll take care of business. Pat's offense, not a fan.
That's your lock of the week, right?
Yeah, I think Chargers is going to take
it.
care of business. They played the Lions real tough. And then last game, same thing with Cincinnati. I think they're packing it in, and Jags are trending the right direction, and I think they'll cover the 8.5. So.
Love it.
I'm probably gonna end up by Monday backing off that Bengals bet because the Jags are making me a believer.
Yeah.
I think I have a lot of the same stuff already in my account that you got here, Towns. That makes me feel good.
Good.
Yeah.
I make people feel good.
You know how bad that sucks for Lions fans though. Like the Bears are sitting there with the Caleb Williams still. Like they're gonna rob someone again, like they did for Carolina last year.
Yeah.
And the Bears are right there. They put some linemen together. They got a good run D. Like they're 2-3. They're right there from being dangerous. It all depends on Fields if he ends up being a good quarterback. But
if they hit on those, two of their top 5 picks.
I love what Houston did with the linebacker and quarterback Stroud, and I always forget his name from Bama. The linebacker they drafted in the first round. I love what they did. Because usually you sell one of those and then you get your quarterback or you go get that linebacker. What's his name?
Anderson?
Will Anderson, stud. So that was really cool to see them take pretty much the 2 best players in the draft.
Yeah.
The guy from Philly though, he's looking good too. The D tackle we probably should have taken.
Yeah, I think.
I'm happy with Gibbs, but we wouldn't have got him there.
Yeah.
We would have had to have taken him with our early pick. And Witherspoon is another one that was on our board who's balling now. Hopefully he gets a pick to the house tonight.
Speaking
Jim,
of,
you got any top picks?
I do. Did you guys hear about that actress? Oh man, she stabbed somebody. Reese.
Witherspoon?
No, with her knife.
Witherspoon?
No, with her knife. Never mind. Did I fuck
Reese
that
with
up?
her knife.
No, you got it.
Yeah, with her spoon? No, with her knife.
It's over
Stab
some of
somebody?
our lower IQ heads, but I'm
I get
down.
it. I get it. With her
I
knife.
was thinking of sport.
Come on,
so-
guys.
Stab somebody.
I like sport.
Anyway, here's my top
Is
picks.
Dennis Larry in the house?
Let's do this. Okay, I have a lot of player props this week.
Let's go. I'm going to play some of these.
So first one,
You should. Jim's the only one worth betting on.
Jalen Hurts over half a reception. So he's going to throw a reception. Here's my rationale behind this.
Interception.
So you got a guy,
I hope he gets more than a half a reception.
Jalen Hurts.
Completion.
You said reception. He's gonna.
Oh,
have
interception. Yeah, you better get over it.
This
I'm
is a little
sorry.
different.
I'm going to go a little further. The guy that's going to do it is Hufanga.
Okay.
I love that guy.
Yeah, we can
Funka.
add that to
Baby
the
Palomalo, they're calling him.
add that to the mix. He's thrown INTs in 64% of his games this year.
Oh, wow.
And 18% of the games without a pick was against the fucking Commodes, who are tied for third for last in interceptions this year. They've only had 6.
Wow.
Hey, and guess which defense, by the way, is leading the league in INTs?
Yeah.
There you go. You got the 49ers. San Fran, they got 15. I think this should be priced around like minus 160. It's at minus 115.
Good value.
There's a lot of value there.
Black
I'm going to
Friday
take that
special.
one. Next one, we got
Cyber
my
Monday.
boy Trevor Lawrence, over 240 and a half passing.
Like that.
Lawrence threw for a season best 364 last Sunday against the Texans. This week he's going up against the 26th ranked Bengals pass D, who last week gave up nearly 300 yards to the legendary Kenny Pickett. Gave up almost 300 yards to him.
And Ridley's rolling. Ridley's starting to ball now.
I think you could play this to 245-ish. I got him at 240. You could play it at 245.
I like that a lot. I'm going to pound that one. I like that.
Pound it out,
Yeah.
as Rich
Pound
would
it.
say. We got Brandon Ayuk over 61 and a half receiving yards. Nobody has permitted more catches and receiving yards to wide receivers since week 7 as the Eagles. And every week that Brandon has had under a 60-yard Sunday, He's come out the following week and has lit it up.
Love it.
Lit it up.
And Bayer, they're probably their best defensive player, in my opinion, is going to be on Kittle anyways. So, like,
Right.
they got to look at Ayuk.
I think I have
Are you
Kittle.
Bayard's agent or something? I never heard more Bayard talk.
loves
He,
Bayard.
I think he's a superstar, so
a-
Philly adding him is just so stupid.
Yeah.
And if they had Shaq, give him the ring.
By the way, he only had 50 last week against the Cowboys, so I think this week's going to be a big week for him.
All right.
Next up, we got Sam Laporta over 40 and a half. Now,
Love it.
you can get better numbers on this.
That's solid,
Daryl
yeah.
got it
I
at
like
38,
that.
I think it is.
Laporta's
I usually
awesome.
shop these. But the last 5 weeks, New England has given up the 5th most yards to tight ends in the league. Laporta, he was in a bit of a funk, if you guys probably know, for a couple of games. But last week against the Packers, he had 5 receptions for 47 and a TD. You can play this up to 42, 43, I would say. Rashad White to score a TD. Sophomore, man, he is really coming to his own. As much I don't like the Bucks, but he had 4 TDs this month. Carolina is the 9th easiest defense to exploit for ground scoring in the NFL. I think he's going to get maybe 2 trips to the end zone, so I'd play him for 1. I think at plus money, you got to be on it. And last but not least, your J teaser of the week. I got the Steelers. This is a 10-point teaser, by the way. This guy has to be played at Golden Nugget if you want to have your pushes pay you. Get your money back. Anywhere else,
That's huge.
your pushes will lose. So on a 10-point teaser, we got Steelers 4.5, Chargers 4.5, Titans plus 11. I got a 3.71% edge.
What happens on 2
There.
pushes? Money back?
2 pushes. I think it's still money back.
It would go to a one-team teaser. So you would probably pay odds and win less.
Right.
They just nullify.
Edge there, 3.71 at minus 120, and that would be minus 120 at DraftKings where your pushes do not void. So it's actually going to be higher than a 3% edge or 3.71% edge.
The best app out there, I heard.
JT, I forgot what you said. Do you think the Titans can win that game? Or do you think they will? I mean,
No, actually, I'm on the Colts.
But the points, you think it's gonna be
I
a
got
game?
11 with the Titans.
I'm
so
feeling that under that
that's
game.
where the-
I
that's
just
where
the way
numbers
what's his face coaches in Tennessee, they play defense, they try to run, even though they do every once in a while give up a lot of points. Man, Seattle's looking good.
I have one more. D-Dub sent his picks in. Let me
Wonderful.
Get these here. Okay, here's D-Dub's picks. You guys feel free to comment. I don't know what his rationale was on any of these, but we got Boise State minus 2.5. That's minus 110 at Caesars. He's got, what's that, plus 6.5 receptions. So over 6.5 receptions
That's a
for
lot.
Pittman.
He gets like 8 a game though.
Yeah.
He literally is averaging probably 9. He's been getting so many catches. So I like that one by Daryl. That's a good one.
Yeah, minus 115.
I have him in fantasy. He's so good.
We have this is a plus 700 parlay. You got Cowboys laying 6.5.
Oh, boy.
Along with the this is tonight. This must be the same game. It is.
Oh,
okay. So
yeah,
under
that looks
47.
good.
Touchdown grounding.
Under's not looking good right now.
No. CD
He's all
Lamb
right.
over 66. That sounds like that one might be coming. But
Yeah.
yeah,
What's plus 19.5 Gallup? Just
Over
got to cover
receiving.
20?
must be over.
Just got to cover
receiving.
20?
Yeah.
Cooks has been heating up.
Here we go. This is Tones. Wait a minute here.
I'll say that was too good of a pick.
Uh-oh. That was too good of a pick. That's funny. Let me see if I can find D-Dub's other
While he
picks. Here it
switches it, we were talking about how those weird Vegas spreads. UNLV is the better team on paper. What do you think of that, UNLV Boise?
I didn't really look at it that hard. I haven't.
It's a weird game.
I know. I haven't really followed Boise or
Boise's like
so
6-5 too.
As much as I hate to, I have to abstain from that one.
Okay.
Sting.
Abstention.
But it's one of them weird spreads. The better team on paper is the dog.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Here we go. We got Thielen.
Let's go, Najee.
Over 5.5 receptions. He's going. He thinks Bryce Young's going to throw him the ball a few times.
These
he
are all
usually does.
these are all winners right here.
Yeah, I
can
like
tell you.
that.
I
Najee
even like
Harris.
the New Mexico State thing.
54.5 yards
I like their
rushing.
quarterback.
Is that part of your $1 million parlay?
No.
No.
No?
Okay.
New Mexico
No,
State.
Liberty. When I broke it down, Liberty looks like they should win this game. But New Mexico State's quarterback's a stud. He's fun to watch. I definitely that's
They
a
beat
cool game to
Auburn.
watch. Yeah,
Like by 2 touchdowns.
yeah.
I like it. Love it, Daryl.
That Najee I love. Like everyone hates Najee. You never hear anything positive come out of anyone's mouth about Najee, and I got to defend him. He's a back-to-back 1,000-yard rusher.
You don't need to defend Najee. Everybody likes Najee.
I never hear good things. Everyone says he sucks, and they're dropping him.
Nothing
you're talking
against
to the wrong
Najee.
people.
Jalen Warren
You
took
need
his
to
job.
Circle of friends.
Circle.
All right, guys. This.
Just throw that in the garbage.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, mine's.
Yeah, throw that in the garbage.
We have to give out the trivia answer.
I got a whole.
I almost wrote Gillette, which
I got a
would have
whole
been even
answer
worse.
for you.
Yeah, okay. Here is your the question again. What stadium did the Seahawks first call their home? That was the question. Okay. And Jarrell says Chase Bank. Chase Bank, like the local Chase Bank branch down in
Morgan.
the quarter?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, they might have done
the
that.
Toledo Monkeys.
It
Well,
felt like
Fargo.
it was a bank name. I just
Wells
couldn't remember.
Fargo.
Okay. All right.
It's not right.
Tone says the Speculum.
Spectrum.
Spectrum. I'm
That
sorry.
would be
It's
what
Philly,
it's
but-
76.
Spectrum.
I like the name Spectrum, though, so I just did
It's
that.
a good cable company down south.
And Richie says the Kingdom. He says, "I'm." What does it say? I'm king of the kingdom.
Yep.
We meet.
We meet again.
We meet again, and
I am drunk.
I am drunk.
King
Jerry
Dom.
Maguire.
Jerry Maguire. A Jerry Maguire
Show me the
quote.
money.
Didn't expect that tonight.
So no one got it.
Well, here's your answer.
He
no,
said it was gonna be easy.
Somebody got it.
Well, maybe I
Oh,
did.
Kingdom, yeah.
Richie got it.
No,
the
it's
Kingdom.
Chase Bank Stadium.
Until 1999, they played at the Kingdom.
First
Good
half.
job.
So Richie is excluded from buying the beer.
I'm on
Awesome.
this Rochambeau.
But yeah, you two need to Rochambeau. Best out of three.
No.
But are you gonna be around?
He represents
Yeah, he's
Jim.
on my behalf.
Okay.
I really
Oh,
get
so
screwed.
you
There's
can-
3 ways I can lose. There's only one way you guys can lose here.
Okay.
All right, Jarrell. I said it last time. Don't fuck me. Don't fuck me. You and Tones have to Rochambeau best out of 3. Paper, rock, scissors. Best out of 3. If you lose, I got to buy the beer. If you win, Tones has to buy the
Man,
beer.
I thought you guys were. I thought we were gonna have to kick each other in the nuts. So that's good.
Yeah, this is much
Oh,
better.
we can offer that.
Best of 3 was it rock paper scissors shoot?
Yep.
Whoever falls first.
Ready? Rock paper scissors shoot. 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 Got him.
Oh, yeah. Tones is buying the beer next
Buy a
week.
beer?
Wow. Well done.
Rochambeau champion. Nuts
Well
of
done,
steel.
Jarrell.
Balls of steel.
And congratulations, Richie. You
Challenge
got that right,
accepted.
which means nothing.
What?
Besides, you don't have to buy the beer.
Yeah,
So that was
even-
good. That was a good answer.
I always have
You
a
don't have to break any beers on your
little
way to
extra
tomorrow.
for you on my trivia answers.
Yeah. All I have is one thing left.
I'm 0 for 2 on trivia, by the way. So.
Yeah, you are. But
I suck.
you're
Weird.
1-0 on Rochambeau,
I
which is really
suck
what
again.
matters
Yeah, that's
sometimes.
better, yeah.
that is sometimes better. We got to do some shout outs, boys and girls.
Ooh.
Richie, you got some shout outs?
Shout-out.
Yeah, I'm gonna shout out Daryl. Missed him this week. You know, he's my Robin to my Batman, my Kryptonite.
Shout-out.
But we missed you. But you know what? I was at the banquet last night for my daughter, so I totally get it, and I forgive you, Daryl. Shout out.
Shout-out.
I want to do a shout out to my 2 nieces that are balling right now. UTEP playing for a conference championship this year.
Shout out.
Mariana Petrie. She's playing guard over at UTEP.
Nice.
And then my niece that graduated from Purdue, Leisha. She's
Shout out.
averaging, I think, 25 or 24 right now in Finland, playing pro ball.
Wow.
So shout out to my
Shout
nieces,
out.
killing it. And then I might as well throw my nephew in there. He's at Detroit Edison this year. He's going to be a junior.
Shout out.
He sprouted up from 6'1" to 6'5".
That's a
6'5" point
big white
guard,
ball he
and
makes.
he is being recruited. He's a monster. He's going to be.
I'm sure he is.
I think he's going to be
Shout
one of the
out.
top players in the state this year.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so the
Shout
family.
out.
Shout out to the family.
Yeah,
Shout out to
fan.
the light bulbs.
And yeah, Thomas Edison. Detroit Edison.
Yeah.
Never mind. Okay.
I mean, we could get in the whole story of, he stole the idea from Tesla, but we
Yeah.
don't have enough time.
Shout
we don't
out.
have Daryl. We don't
Shout
have
out
enough time
Tesla.
in the show to cover that.
That would be
right.
a good show, though.
JP Morgan.
Go ahead, Tones. You got something?
Yeah,
Shout out.
Titanic.
My boys, Michigan, 3 straight Big Ten champions and 3 straight playoff appearances.
go.
I admit I was calling for Harbaugh's head in the 2020 season.
3 straight Buckeyes.
And here we are. 3
Yeah.
years later, I could have never envisioned a 3-year stretch.
Winning
after that.
winning big games from his couch.
Yep.
Shout out.
Yeah, shout
Shout
out.
out.
From his couch.
From his couch. From the sofa. All
Spy
right.
planes flying over.
Spy planes.
All I got, I have a couple. I have neighbors Stacy and Greg who carted our ass around
Shout out.
after the what was that?
Art and Jake's.
The Art and Jake's.
Yeah, we had a hell of a
Me
time
and Mrs.
watching the
Midwest.
game last week. So
They-
What are you guys
Shout out.
drinking? If
Drove
I can
us.
ask.
what were we drinking?
Yeah. What was on,
I started
Martin
with my
Jake's?
first Bloody Mary ever.
You did?
And you loved
Did
it.
you get one from Martin Jake's? That actually would have been better.
I did
start.
not have one Art and Jake's, but I had the worst headache
He didn't love it.
Saturday night. I woke up in the middle of the
That
night with
doesn't do
the
the
worst
Bloody Mary.
headache.
It's a hydrating drink.
But
Yeah, that was a.
I started
And
drinking
Jim,
at
by the
9:50.
way,
Yes,
that-
sir.
you were fine with the rim. I
That
don't
was
know what those guys
counterfeit.
are
I
talking
could
about.
tell. I
That
was
rim was
watching both these guys
pretty
with the
strong.
rim.
It
You know,
it
that's
was
just
strong.
pungent. It's a pungent rim.
It's the hangover cure. That was a counterfeit.
Yeah,
that had to
you-
have been a counterfeit.
Once you got a headache, you
Bloody
should
Mary.
have drank another Bloody
yeah,
Mary.
then you've been good. Actually, yeah, I forgot.
I had a 13-hour drinking bender, and I just can't handle that anymore.
Shut up.
So long
Yeah,
day.
I'll
I'm
be
done for
honest.
2 days after a long night of drinks.
I tried that. I tried that Bloody Mary mix like a few days later, That was not very good. Bloody
No,
Mary
the mix was the problem.
It was
Okay,
earthy.
so I got to give
I
it
don't like
another shot.
You know, I think
They're good.
Daryl was
Okay.
talking about the Zing Zang. That's the baseline.
Zing Zang's a good one.
That's where you should definitely
Yeah,
start.
you're right.
'Cause
Okay,
If
we'll do
anything's
Zing
worse
Zang
than Zing Zang, you're in trouble.
Or if you're at one of them like fancy restaurants that does the whole salad on top, I love those. I
Okay.
absolutely
Yeah.
love those
You get a
Bloody
cheeseburger
Marys.
in there.
I
But
need
most
to-
of the time, Bloody Mary's morning time. I'm hungover. Let's fix it.
Whatever.
It's
I like
medicine.
it. I like
It's medicine.
It is.
Okay.
A little hair of the
I'll
dog.
give another shot.
Well, here the dog.
Be okay.
So yeah, neighbors Stacy and Greg, that was really nice, you guys. And then who's that guy with the house? House. The house.
Shout out.
Tim?
Jeff.
Jeff. Wow, way off. Shout out Jeff. Jeff, he's into the sanitation business.
Yeah.
He's got a beautiful, beautiful home. We went over there. And then I'm going to give one more
Shout out.
to my beautiful Mrs. Midwest. Yeah, I just wanted to say hi. I
For
barely saw
dealing
you today.
with
I've been gone
Mr.
since,
Midwest.
I don't know what time this morning. So.
Shout out to Lauren.
Shout
She's sick on the
Oh,
mountain.
Lauren's sick?
Get well soon.
Get well soon.
Yeah, get well sick.
We got a MAC championship
Shout
to get
out.
to, so suck it up.
Yeah,
Suck it
that's
up.
right. I
We-
don't
we
care how you
play-
You
feeling.
better get well soon, huh?
We played through bronchitis, anything. So
And also, I just got two more. I'm going to shout out Jarrell for joining
Shout
us
out.
again. Thanks, buddy. Really
Yeah,
appreciate
no
you. Do a great
problem.
job. We appreciate you coming. And then
And
also everybody
Darko.
at Darko. Darko's got the food menu going. We're not supposed to talk about that yet.
Shout
But shout out Darko. And then also
soft opening.
Breaking news.
people in the chat. There are a lot of people in the chat tonight. So thank you guys for participating.
Yeah, shout out Darko.
Pound,
He got the Peronis.
smash.
He's got the Peronis.
He's got the
Nice and
Peronis.
cold.
Subscribe.
Fuck yeah, he does.
Yeah.
We're almost to 100.
I go through all of his Peronis.
Good.
Oh yeah, that's the other thing too. We're on
Closing
a
down on
mission
100.
to get to 100. This is a sprint to 100. If we can get there before the end of the year,
I would have called it a marathon.
Yeah.
well, it's been a marathon, but now we're at
Now
like
it's a-
yeah, it's a-
87.
Let's
I
go.
think it is.
Follow, follow, follow.
We're down
It's
to our last 6
7
miles.
months.
Shout out to the
7 months
followers.
sprint.
Yeah, shout out to everybody that's
Shout out.
all
And
the
the 50
numbskulls out
G's and
there.
17 legs we're going to
Yes.
have around us.
Yeah.
You need the Kenyans.
We have that on video.
Carry us
Shout
to
out.
the finish now.
Yes.
All right. You guys have anything else you want to add?
Let us know what strip club you want to blow that money that we win next week. So.
I hear the
just
ones in
wanna see-
Ohio and
I want to
Kentucky
see
are
Tones with
amazing.
27 legs wrapped around them.
Yeah.
I don't know how we're going to
All
do it.
over.
Yes, sir. Sorry, followers that commented. We're blowing yours on Tone's 17 leg.
Oh, by the way, there's one more. There's one more comment. We have not much to see here. Ain't nobody got time for bronchitis. Says not much to see here. I don't know who that is, but hey,
Shout
shout out for coming in late. Not much.
Not much to see
And
here.
I hope you're talking about like subliminally talking about the Broncos. I don't even know what that meant.
yeah, I don't know.
What did he mean by that?
Shout
No
out.
idea. But shout out to him.
We
or
welcome
her.
all.
Shout out.
Ain't no
Yeah,
bronchitis.
we don't, we don't turn
Dumb
any
comments,
comment
good
away.
comment. Yeah.
Just keep silking it.
Shout out.
So
Shout out.
we'll be back, guys. We'll be back this time, 7:00 p.m. next Thursday. And
Playoffs will be set for
oh
college.
yeah, playoffs will be
This is up,
set.
Miami.
See you guys. Take care.
Go Blue.
Go Blue, baby.